heard that she fall with me, oh, she wants some company, I'm on my way to you. I'm like, baby, what's the more? I don't feel like talking, so just show me how you move. It's against the groove, I cannot contain. I'm standing firm, I still remain. I cannot complain to come to thank from where I came. They were looking down, I cannot blame her, what a shame. You don't really know me, so stop speaking on my name. It's just so lame, lame. Oh, yeah, I be tripping out the bag. Ride around the city, watching black. Go to bed, like, yeah. I heard that she fall with me, oh, she wants some company, I'm on my way to you. I'm like, baby, what's the more? I don't feel like talking, so just show me how you move. It's against the groove, I cannot contain. I'm standing firm, I still remain. I cannot complain to come to thank from where I came. They were looking down, I cannot blame her, what a shame. You don't really know me, so stop speaking on my name. It's just so lame, lame. Oh, yeah, I be tripping out the bag. Ride around the city, watching black. Go to bed.
New Age Plug, you did it again. We are here, man. Unplug. Exclusive live on New Age Plug. We here, man. We got to go over some things. I got some smoke with some people. Let's get that out the gate. And we changing the intro up because motherfuckers copying my intro. Okay, let's start there. Motherfuckers. Anyways, New Age Plug, man. We are live on Kick right now. Live on Kick, man. Share out. Let's share this shit out. We got to recast some things. There's some stuff we missed with this chick. And I got a big live coming up on Streets too. This is like 1.5 into that live. The saga is not over. We are going to continue. Just because the stuff has popped up, man, it's just crazy. We're gonna be covering some things tonight. Obviously, RIP to Dolly Parton, which is insane. She was a really good person. Let's start with that. So let me pull this down. So there's a video on her YouTube channel that was released 10 hours ago by the family. Salute to everybody in the building, man. We live on Kick too, man. We live on Kick. My energy will go up as time goes on. I gotta get motivated. Let's go.
My name is Brian Seaver, son of Cassie Parton, and I'm representing the Parton and Owens family today, announcing the passing of my Aunt Dolly Rebecca Parton Dean, sister, sis, Aunt Granny to one generation, and Gigi to the next.
All right, one's in the chat if we can hear, man. No truth, but one's in the chat if we can hear. Let's go.
This video announcement is something I fully absorbed it as a future reality. As her head of security for more than 2 decades, a role my father Larry held before me, I have imagined the heaviness of this moment, but haven't truly felt it until now. It is an honor that is mixed with absolute pride and great sadness. But sadness lies with us, not with Dolly. Dolly has lived in the light and is in the arms of Jesus, surely met by Carl, her parents, and countless others who have watched her and longed for her to meet them in the heavens. I first went on the road with Dolly as a kid, getting a taste of the road life in the early 1980s. Dolly opened doors not just for me, but for her entire family to reach the potential we didn't even know was possible. Dolly also opened doors for generations of singers, songwriters, musicians, and dreamers from every walk of life and across every continent. By her example, we believed that anything was possible. She never saw a door she couldn't open, and the doors she opened made and changed history. My family and I have shared a lifetime of beautiful memories with Dolly. So,
it's crazy. Like, it's going to be very, very, like, I know Bunny XO tries to be like Dolly, but no one's going to fill the shoes of Dolly P. Nobody.
She has always been on your television, your record player, your CD.
Oh, yeah, we got the link in the chat, Kuro, you want to come up. We live on Plug and we live on Kick. I was going to do the streets tonight, but it was too last minute, and I haven't been live over here in a while. I got to get the streets moving again. I got to get in the zone, bro. I got to get this regular videos rolling again. We've been doing great on lives, but we got to get back to doing documentaries. AS, you're probably getting a documentary. It's just too much. Like you lied so much, and I was listening to you're deleting shit in real time, like your Patreon and shit. There's a shitload of unseen emails coming. We're gonna get into an important one in a minute, but let's get through Dolly's brother talking about Miss Dolly Parton, RP to Dolly Parton, man, legend. No one will ever fill her shoes.
And on your phone playlist, becoming an extended part of your family, whether you liked it or not. Our family and the team she has entrusted with her legacy will work diligently to ensure her spirit will live with us forever. Dolly was a farmer, just like her daddy. He farmed the soil, she farmed songs and happiness. Dolly called me and said she wants to rest in a beautiful bed of plush cotton because after a life wearing heavy rhinestones, she finally deserves to be comfortable and have some rest. Rest in peace, Aunt Dolly, Aunt Granny, Gigi. May God bless Dolly Parton, and may God bless you all. She will always love you.
You can tell that was hard for him to do too, man. Dolly P, man, legend. I want to go to her amusement park she has. She's a legend, man. There's nothing you could find bad about Dolly P. She lived a great life too. That's our goal, right? To at least get to 80. That's my goal. Man, that's crazy, man. She's a legend. She is a legend. It's so sad. It's sad, but at the same time, I'd be looking back. It's like, man, she did everything she wanted to do. That's like one hell of a life, man. So yeah, we got the link in the chat. We are live on Kick. We live on New Age Plug. Let's go, man. Let's go. So next thing, oh yeah, let's pull this up. Come on, lady. What is wrong with this lady? So this is Stearns messaging back AS. This is one of the unseen messages that she's hiding, right? Because if you listen to Cletus's video, you could tell that it's out of there's stuff missing. It's out of place. It doesn't make sense, right? So this is Stephen Stearns messaging back to her saying, well, that sucks about the video. Yeah, the cop took my vape and threw it away. And I got that stupid logo at the top. Let me take that down. I still miss that damn vape. I didn't realize I was sleeping that much. And yup, that sucks about the nudes. I doubt I was looking very good at the moment. Cold and embarrassed and scared and surrounded by cops staring at my junk. Yeah, it's kind of hard to look cool at that at a time like that. So he's talking about when they're taking pictures of his body for evidence. Now, JAL, which I think is guilty of crime, said in her message that the cactus was because I had an unusual looking part. I don't know what she means by unusual. As far as I know, it's a fairly normal one. This is inappropriate. Why is Stephen Stearns messaging you back talking about his genitals? This is inappropriate, lady. You should be ashamed of yourself. Sit the hell down. I don't know what she means by unusual. As far as I know, it's a fairly normal one. Nothing weird about the angle or shape or anything. Stephen, you are disgusting. You first of all, let's get that out, dude. Stephen Stearns is one sick human being has the nerve talking about his pee on here. No one gives a fuck about your chomo penis. Well, apparently she does. Nothing weird about the angle or shape or anything. I don't know what the hell she means. Like, you guys are so upset that guilty of crime said to put a cactus on your dude. They can't show your penis, you idiot. I've always received compliments and been told it was essentially pleasing, aka nice looking. Though I'm not certain she has much experience with them or knows enough about them to judge. Dang. And then you got Stephen Stearns throwing shade at guilty of crime right here because she doesn't like men. Hold on, let me take down that chat over there so I can read this. And I'll pull it right back up. Hold on. All right. And since you say she's gay, well, then I guess that makes sense. Okay, enough. I should stop talking about that now. I think I'm just feeling defensive at this point, LOL. I don't even know what to say about her. First of all, do these old emails, Stephen Stearns does too many LOLs. The red flag number one. Number two is, how did it get to this conversation? So I'm trying to get the email before this, but this bitch is not transparent. It's not transparent. She is not taking accountability because she is suppressing evidence. She is hiding evidence. There are so many emails, and they're saying around 15 to 22. Some people said 18, 19. There's a lot. There's creators that have FOIA'd it, so someone's going to drop it, and we're going to react to it. That's exactly what's going to end up going to happen. But we're also going to be getting into her criminal history as well, because I was looking back on some of the old Wade Wilson videos, and the way that we covered the Wade wives, like Bonnie and Jesse or any of them chicks, if they had a criminal past, we brought it up. You know, it was something that was highlighted. It needs to be brought up. And another thing too is, you brought it up, lady. We're going off of your live stream. You brought up all these mugshots. Bring up the pictures, because it's crazy. These mugshots are like your 3 personalities right here. Shit's mind blowing. Let's leave that up there for you to fucking privacy strike. Oh yeah, you can't, because it's not private, you dumb bitch. You showed the world. At that point, you can't. Come on now. All right, so there's that. Another thing too, y'all. Salute to everybody on the kick, man. Hey, Mary Dean for being a member for 4 months on the Plug channel. Appreciate that. Mary Dean, 2 Jules, Sue. Thank you so much. So we're gonna get into this that Hartley channel. I think it's very creative. This person that does these clips, right? And I hope she can. I think she can monetize off of it, or he, or whoever's behind the channel. But let's get to it. Pull this up real quick. Another thing too is I somehow got to make Plug different from the streets. The streets style that we got going on right now is basically like new age Plug style. So I gotta change my whole style up over here. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch it up. Oh, she's got the clip with Elevated Truth and Seth Rogers too. Wow, interesting. I didn't know if I was ready to do that tonight. I still don't know if I'm ready to do that. Okay, so let me pull this back down. Y'all done? Y'all screenshotted this? Got it clear? Y'all good? Y'all need me to leave it up any longer? Listen, man. She's got a lot. She's got a lot that she's got to address, especially with these new emails that are going to be coming out. Oh, Trisha Talks. Thank you for rating the last one. We got it at the tail end. I didn't see it till we go on Kick and seen the actual chat. Appreciate you so much for that. That was very nice of you. We appreciate you, Trisha. Thank you so much. All right, so which one we starting off? I think this shit is so great. I love this damn channel. I love the layout. I told her first, she had me as a different animal, and I was like, dude, you might as well make what I've been trolled my whole YouTube career is New Age Pug. There's a channel called New Age Pug. There's a channel called New Age Bud, New Age Shrub, New Age Mud. So why not make me New Age Plug? I thought that was hilarious. I think we should start with that one. I don't know why it does that. Just takes it down. 1 second.
So first of all, I am sorry the judge denied the motion.
All right, let me start it back over. So we'll put closed captions on too. I don't think we need to speed it up. I don't know how the community. I'm sure she's reacting. She's taking clips and putting it up. I don't think she will mind if we react to these clips. I hope not. Don't strike us, please.
I read the email you sent and respond in real time.
I think it's hilarious. Now it all makes sense when stuff starts hitting. Like when stuff starts, like you start seeing the pirate shit. Now these little Hartley clips hit harder when they had it. Oh my gosh! And then she got Pino with the gold over here. And then why she did corrupt like that? Why did she do corrupt like that? Yo, criminal network's gonna want those glasses.
So first of all, I am sorry the judge denied the motions to suppress. No, you all were trying really hard to have all of that.
Whoa, wait a minute. She just said that wait a minute, dog. Hold up. Wait a minute. Did she just say she's glad that the case is going his way on this? Wait a minute.
To have all of that suppressed. How are you feeling about that? I know you're anxious. He also denied the joint motion to continue, but did continue trial until July.
So her whole argument is that she had to keep talking with him. But why? So that gets debunked by the content of the conversation. You didn't have to go this far. So she needs to, if she's going to say this, that she did this because she's she's retracted that now. She's not an investigative journalist, right? I just don't understand how you say you were trying to keep the conversation going, but you but you went so far that it doesn't make a lot of sense. You could have went in there as a journalist, right? Or was your goal to be his girlfriend the whole time? That's where we're at with this. She has not made it clear.
July 22nd, considering that both.
And that dude, that Dave the sissy dude too, bro. Listen, man, I gave you the benefit of the doubt. You need to show your DD 214, bro. Listen, you say you're in the Army, right? I respect veterans, but for you to come on here and start saying that shit, you better show receipts that you really are that shit, because there's a whole community that would be on your ass if you're not truthful about it. I would definitely, and not in a way that you don't dox yourself. You need to, I don't know if there is a way, but you definitely need to, dude, you definitely need to make sure that's true. Because I've went through this a million times. I've had really good friends on what I thought was friends end up having stolen valor and shit like that. I'm telling you, bro, you need to clear that shit up.
Sides requested a continue to have all of that suppressed. How are you feeling about that? I know you're anxious. He also denied the joint motion to continue, but did continue trial until July 22nd. Considering that both sides requested a continuance and he only continued it about a week out, I would think trial will definitely start on the 22nd. You will pick your jury, I do believe, first, if you haven't already. I'm not sure how that works. If you haven't picked your jury, you will do that, and it will be probably 2 or 3 days before the camera crews arrive.
Yeah, I really hope this channel makes a lot of money for this person. It's so creative. Like, it takes time to do this, right? And people just clip shit, put it out. This person right here is this is her content at this point. Like, you really can't, like, you couldn't strike this. I don't think, maybe audio they could, but I wouldn't worry about it. But it's pretty funny.
Ready for your big debut. How do you fee a OUE case? I mean, a KQQLYQU can it? Talk about it specifically, but.
So it's her misspelling shit and the AI catching
Okay,
it.
y'all hear another thing too. Can we need to fix this? This is like a brainstorming live. But that little, y'all hear the audio that happened on that last live? Every time I talk, there's a little twitch. What the F is that? And is it doing it tonight? Because I switched it up. I'm plugged into the computer tonight. We got to fix that, because when we're getting clipped back, listen to this.
Did she just say, dude, what is he, his lawyer now too? Like, there's an aspect to this of like, okay, let's say
it might be the Apple headphones hitting the shirt or something. I don't know.
You're not trying to be in a relationship with him, but you are like giving him like pointers and like making him feel better about his case and trying to help him ultimately. Like, what the fuck are you doing, lady?
It's back to what you originally stated the first night we ever opened up these emails, bro. She giving him hope.
Okay, so the hope thing, right? That's something I said in the Wade Wilson thing, because it was getting to the point where girls were hiding their relationship with him by making it seem like they were just friends with him. And what I told them back then, it was like, well, you're giving him something to live for. You're giving him hope. You're literally messaging him every day. You're sending him money. You're giving somebody that doesn't deserve it hope. And there's plenty of other inmates out there that are coming home, or they might have life in prison. Maybe they killed a chomo that was doing something to their kid, and they got, there might be something like that, or wrongfully convicted. There's way better people for her to talk to than Stephen Stearns. It sounds like this was a vendetta so this is what I heard. She was a moderate, and this is how my documentary would go. If it's correct, I'm trying to get for sure clear information on this, but she was a moderator for Guilty of Crime. They had some kind of fallout. She got salty. She's like, I'm gonna go make my own channel, and she started with that case, and it was a war ever since, because Guilty of Crime was already covering the case, already talking to Stearns, already talking to his mom, whatever. And she had to take it to another level. You put in that perspective, now you kind of see why she went so far with it. She went to a certain, it's like, it's like you were jealous thinking that Guilty of Crime and Stearns were talking so much that you had to involve yourself. And then you took a step further, knowing that Guilty of Crime doesn't like men. You went ahead and tried to get at him. Like, what really was going on here? And those 18 unseen emails are definitely going to present a different picture, because I'm pretty sure that it got very, very filthy. There was a audio last night with Pino that we're going to go over too that I missed. That's why we're not done with this. The chapter ain't over. We got to spin the block back, because there's something that I missed last night. Her talking about cut off hot dogs and telling the chomo to use his imagination. So
That's what it come back to.
And I'm like slurring the words because the heat. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I work outside in the heat. I ain't like Dave the Center. I'm not inside and on my computer all day looking at a lemonade stand screen, right? I'm outside in the heat, just like White Boy Lockdown Radio, working outside in the Florida heat. Bro, by the end of the night, by the day, I feel fried. Like it's crazy.
Every
Can't wait
time
till
that's
fall.
like one of your
Yeah.
first statements, plug. And that shit keep coming back around, man.
Yeah, that's so true.
What emotions are you having about it? I have been doing some behind the scenes work, and I wanted to talk to you about it. So I know a girl that knows a girl that knows a.
Oh, okay. So anybody watching that wonder why they don't, like, if you have a wrench on YouTube Streets, this is New Age Plug channel. So I didn't have you as a wrench on. Oh, so I'll tell you what happened. Like 4 months ago, we don't even have one wrench. Do we have anybody wrenched up on here, y'all? I don't have a wrench over here. So you're thinking of the person that texted me, you're thinking of YouTube Streets. We still got you wrenched up over there. I do need a wrench up over here. I should have thought about that. I should have thought about that. We got nobody wrenched up over here. Where is my mods at? They're sleeping. I know I have. Where's Chaos at, dude? Yo, what the hell is going on? We're fucked tonight. I have to comment in the chat so I can make you a mod. All right.
Girl that has a YouTube channel. The friend of a friend of a friend that has the channel has almost 14,000 subscribers and is very.
Okay, so who's she talking about right there? Herself? A friend of a friend of a friend?
Yeah,
14,000 subscribers?
Yeah, bro. she triple timing here, bro. Like it's either multi-personality disorder or manic. There's something going on because she plays 3 people right here. You about to find out, bro.
Oh, that's
she plays 3 people right here.
Yeah, it's confusing. We're not all live on Streets right now. It was too. Usually I want to do 4-hour lives on Streets. I don't think I'm going to go 4 hours a night, and it was too close of a time. I didn't set it up right, and I wasn't always prepared because I want to make sure we have all the paperwork right on this because it's about to get crazy. Shout out to White Boy. Let me let up Corrupt real quick. So everybody on Kick and YouTube.
Bro, I'm going to bed. I ain't got long, bro. I'm going to bed. I did want to get up here though, man, and shout out the motherfucking dog that she got me as because I think you've heard me talk about it before, man. The dog I had from the time I was 18 to I was 32 years old. My dog Deucin, R.I.P.D. I'm gonna post a picture on my post, bro. It's my dog that looks just like that with me with a pair of aviators on, just like that. So when I saw that, bro, that just made my whole entire night, bro. Like I love that. That was awesome.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah. I'm not a fan of pugs. I like Boston Terrier. I have a Boston Terrier. I don't have a pug, but New Age Pug, it made sense for them to do it, New Age Pug.
I like the creativity, bro.
Yeah, it's very creative. I love how she divides it up. And I guess she's been around for a while, or he or whoever behind the channel.
Hey, look, like you could drag me, you do it, you know what I mean? Like, just do it with some intelligence and creativity, and I'm gonna give you props for it. Like, if you show up dragging me like a fetus that's looking for a father figure, that's a whole different story. Just saying weird stuff. But like, if you could do it with some intelligence and creativity, hats off to you.
I just imagine if we're all animals in this bitch over here.
We're all dogs, though. Did you notice we're all dogs, bro? Like,
men are dogs. I see what she did there.
yeah.
But there's a painting that's something similar to that too. But the way that she made this girl, like she made her look like a crackhead. Like this is tweaker right here. And then the way that she knows to slow you down, bro. You know what I mean? Like you down over here, bro. But she's on that. She's on something over here. Where's Dave the Sissy's? Is he a kitty cat?
Hey, I can't wait. I can't wait to show you my dog though, bro. Like that look just like my dog, man. And like R.I.P. my dog D, bro. Like, damn, man, I miss that dog. Like I had him from when I was 18 to 32. So he was with me through the journey. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my gosh. Dude, why does if she makes Dave the center, he's gotta be a house cat. He's got a Dave the Sissy, he's gotta be a house cat.
like a ferret.
Hey, yeah, so we'll get to him too. I think Queen Bee uploaded a video on. We'll go to Queen Bee's channel in a second.
I ain't got much time, but I'm gonna smoke and then I'm gonna roll, homie.
All right, bro. Are you a mod on this channel?
No, sir.
Fuck.
I think Lonnie is though.
Is Lonnie in the chat?
Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, dude, he's a night owl. He has to be in the chat.
Well, yeah. He has to be up during the
All right,
night.
Lonnie, make sure you hold it down, bro. Then we gotta
But
set.
he's busy too, though, bro. He's busy too, though.
He's got the baby. Yeah. Dang. Well, I'm gonna have to go out and maybe go mod some people up because I didn't even think about that. All right, Corrupt, do you have a go ahead, bro.
I know a number of people are asleep, bro. Like, you know what I mean? The weekend catches up. People fight through Monday and then Tuesday night, you know what I mean? Everybody's like, boom. So
yeah.
I know, bro. Like today, I did not want to get up for nothing today, bro, but we made it happen.
Yeah, no, I hear you, bro. I had a meeting this morning too. I've been up since 5:30.
I did too. I had a meeting early this morning too, bro, and I had 3 places to be, all like boom, 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 boom.
Hey, you got to grind though, man. I've seen this opportunity for kick, and I got a brand new age plug, man. I've been doing so much for the streets, bro, and I helped Pino get monetized again too. I had eventually. I gotta sit back.
Let's face it, bro.
I gotta get plugged on.
Let's face it, bro. New age plug is the streets, homie.
I'm one fourth or whatever of the streets, brother. I'm the producer of the streets.
You the glue, bro. You the glue.
And it's funny. The lady's like, they're felons. Listen, I'll tell you what happened with me. I got arrested for having 2 pills and weed on me. I went through drug court at 19, and then once I went through drug court, I had a baby, and the judge told me I'm graduated drug court early. So I don't have a felony on my record. I don't know who the fuck she's talking. I'm not a fucking felon. So I don't know who the fuck she's talking. People are talking about. You know what I mean? Talk about Pino.
It's hashtag I ain't shit, bro. Like shit. I got 0 felonies.
Oh, is that you? Yeah, exactly. You got no felonies too. What are they talking about, bro? We're not like. Now we were in the streets. That's something different. That's where a product of your own environment, bro.
I don't know nothing.
Yeah, yeah. All right, you don't know. All right, have a good night, Corrupt.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, man. Appreciate you, dog. Y'all have a good show, man. I'll be tuned in. I'll be tuned in till I'm tuned out. You know what I mean? We're
gonna review that AGB live drunk live tonight too.
Oh yeah. Damn, I wish I'd be awake for that. Man, really, that's a long ride though. Did you go like drunk?
You better not private it. Hey, I'm holding you up. You better.
I ain't bro. I was asked to private that thing 2.5 years ago, bro.
Who told you him? He's like, he wanted you to private it 2 years ago.
I don't know nothing, bro. I don't know nothing. I just know that it didn't go private ever, and it ain't going private now. That was my 10th stream, bro. My 10th stream ever. So, yeah, that part. But you see a big difference, bro. Like I was like 250 pounds.
Hey, that live's crazy because I listened to it today. The live with AGB drunk on, bro. You didn't even meet Pino yet in that live. You say, oh, I don't know who Pino is. I haven't met him yet. That's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, it's only my 10th live, bro.
It's crazy. All right, bro. Yeah, all right, bro. On there, by the way.
All right, bro.
Have a good night.
It is.
Here's
me,
another meme
myself,
for you,
and
lady.
allegedly.
Here's another meme for you.
Oh
Oh
man.
my. Hey, and
So,
this
yeah.
is not a privacy concern. This is public information.
I would go see it.
You would watch that? Me, myself, and allegedly?
Yeah, bro. I would watch. I sit down a little summer flick. Yeah. I would
3
watch that
personalities,
shit.
1 wild ride. Emails
Mhm.
to a monster.
I'm sold, bro.
She's 3 and twice as much.
Trice is
Corrupt, why are
nice,
you doing
bro.
that fake laugh on here, Corrupt? You still up here? I'm about to say, bro.
Trice is nice.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Gosh,
3
that
personalities,
audio
1
bothers
wild
me.
ride.
But
Shout out to
the
Illuminati.
crazy thing is it's accurate though. Like allegedly.
Yeah, that's another
Allegedly.
argument she's trying to say. She's playing a character, right?
Which
well,
time?
why didn't you give him a fake picture? Why did you give him a real picture?
Ooh, it's a great point though. I forgot I said that. Like, why? Seriously, if you're playing this fake character, why didn't you? You could have got any picture from the internet. He can't look it up.
That's another thing we're
He can't do reverse image search
not thinking about.
Well,
on that shitty ass tablet they get.
Why
the
did
whole
she send him a
history.
real picture of herself?
I mean, and it ain't. Let me clear up the fact that it ain't like
Okay, so I don't know. I don't think it shows anything on Kick if you donate. So if you have donated on Kick, man, salute to everybody over there. I'll get you after live and do a community post for you. Pretty fly for a Wi-Fi, solid, very knowledgeable in the Karen Reed case. She's a good person. Salute to her. Mary Dean. No. Tommy Want Wingy, new member. Salute to you. Chief, new member, dude. Chief's OG. Oh, thank you for the 750 joules, Tommy. Let them cook. Dogs Over Humans in the building. Gifted 10 New Age Plug memberships. Dogs Over Humans. Man, this is crazy. Good point, Pino. Good point. Yeah, so everybody on Kick, this is like a recap live. I'm going to be doing these on Plug, kind of just like recapping everything that's going on. Not really trying to bring new information, but just trying to just kick it. There'll be dead space in this live. YouTube Streets, I'll make sure there's barely any dead space. So we get that way it's a good experience listening back at work. That's what I like. I like listening at work, and I just like it going all in one sequence. So somebody, and that's a great point. Like we caught that early. That shit. There's no reason to give him hope. It's ridiculous. This one right here too. YouTube Streets Elevated Truth. So Elevated Truth, I think, upset, right? And I'm gonna tell him on here. I really don't like doing behind the scenes conversations. So he wants to have a 3-way conversation. We'll pull this up so y'all get context. This this is where you messed up, Elevated Truth. We didn't care about your background. Now I found out earlier today you're part of an organization and shit. I don't care about that shit, bro. It's just when you came out, you said one thing and then said another, and we're like, wait a minute, what? Now it's like you put yourself in that position to where you got to clean it up, clear it up. I know you're not trying to like be this. You're trying to stay away from showing like your paperwork and all that shit. Not even that. It's just clear it up. I don't even care about that. Just clear it up. Your paperwork, whatever. I don't even know what your name is, but your paperwork. It'll eventually, if it ain't out now, it'll come out. I don't know why you're paranoid, bro. Dude, this is me gaslighting Corrupt. This This is me gaslighting corrupt. I wish it was New Age Pug right here. This is before. This is the video I told her this made me New Age Pug. But this is me basically making sure that corrupt doesn't come with a PC answer or a compromised answer. I want him to come with his, because I already know what his opinion is. That's a great point. And that's why I'm saying the link is in the chat too. If he ever wants to have a conversation with, YouTube streets anytime, he'll have to come on panel just because. And it's no offense to anybody, but not him, but people have recorded conversation. I think he said he recorded conversations. Fuck all that. Let's just do it on the live. Be respectful. Get to the mashed potatoes and the gravy now. He might not want to talk about that shit on live, but unfortunately we're on YouTube, and I wouldn't say you're obligated, but people are just gonna be like, wait a minute, like what is your past history? Same with Dave the Sinner. Same with, a lot of some of these bitches too, like these women too, like straight up, they're gonna like, we don't know who the fuck you are. I seen one bitch was wearing a fucking onesie. Like, come on, man. It's 2020. It's 2026. Why are we wear? Listen, I'm a big dude too. There ain't no way. Listen, when you're over 182, that you should be wearing any onesie. It just doesn't make sense unless you got you need easy access because you got some issues. I guess I don't know, man. Respectfully. Salute to everybody on Kick. We see you over there. The video has no sound. No sound. How about now? One's in the chat if you can hear it. If not, let me know. I might have to. Nope, nothing. What the heck's going on here? Let's go back to StreamYard. It must be something to do with. Oh, duh, Dylan. Come on, man. Corrupt, I still see you backstage. Are you trying to come back up?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
shit. I didn't even see that.
First off, they saying you need to add damn mods and Kick on me. And then second off,
yeah.
We
Dang,
can't
I don't know
hear.
who to add, bro. Who can I trust?
They're in the chat in the StreamYard. They talking about it, bro. Like, I saw a couple names that, like, somebody asked me to tell you to make some mods over there. But, anyways, all of this shit where you just said that you was gaslighting me and all that, we ain't able to hear none of that audio, bro. We ain't heard no audio since the last shit you had.
What happened?
I don't know, but we ain't heard none of it. Even when you said great point, they don't know what the great point was, bro. I don't even know what the great point was, and I said it. So, somebody in the chat asked me, could I come back up? And I just want to come back up and let you know what the hell was going on out here, dog.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Let me try to figure that out. Is it when you came up on panel, maybe it made it go out?
I don't know, because I came back right after and it was playing. Everything was still playing.
You don't hear that right there?
No, I don't hear it. No.
Huh. What is going on? Hold on. I appreciate that, y'all. I don't know what the heck just happened. Was the stream audio muted? Is that the issue?
Maybe, bro. Like something happened because it was
Is that it?
fine.
Oh, is that working now? No.
I don't hear nothing. You on the laptop?
No, I'm on desktop.
You
But I
got the
don't
little
got any of my.
you got the button on your keyboard that turns the sound up and shit.
Yeah.
See if that's muted or if it's turned down, and see, like, press the volume up on that.
That's good.
I don't know. Maybe you might need to take the video down and reload it. Close
Yeah,
the whole close the whole share screen out and reload it.
That's what I just did too.
Uh,
Let's try it again. Let's just do a whole new tab. That's weird,
I
bro.
don't know what's going on, bro. This shit was playing and then it just nothing, man.
Well, we got to rewind it because you had
Everybody can hear you speaking. You just can't hear the video.
That sucks.
Put your microphone up to your speaker, bro.
Put your mic. Yeah. I don't know who Nonsense is. And I'm done with characters. I don't even want to know. There's too many characters.
Nonsense. Man, Nonsense been in my feed. Nonsense, a blonde-headed chick with tattoos. I know that much.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and
Tatted up.
she be going at Truth. From what I saw, I only saw like a quick little minute of it, but from what I could gather, like it's the opposite side of Queen Bee and Truth and all of them folks. I don't know a whole lot, man. Like there's a lot of names I don't know. There's a lot of shit I ain't paying attention to. So
Let's try this. Can you hear that?
no, sir.
No?
No.
I got to go out of StreamYard and come back. All right, I'll do that real quick. I'll leave StreamYard and come back. If that don't work,
You might have to make a whole new live, bro.
No, dude, that would suck, dude. No, I don't want to make a whole. Now you gaslighting me. Now you gaslighting me. I'll be right back, man. Hold it down for a second. Let me reload this shit.
Shit. I see what I can do, bro. Like I'm ready to fall asleep out here, man. Plug try Streamlabs. You know, Restream one of the best for replaying shit though. Like all the little music genre stuff I be in, man, that's what they use when they trying to play music and replay stuff is Restream.
Or you're gonna give me a fake ass PC fucking.
There we go. There we go.
Wait a minute. We hear it that time?
I heard of don't give me a fake ass PC. Yeah, that's you gaslighting. Yeah, I hear it. Back it up a little bit.
All right, I'll restart it. So we're good now, y'all. Finally, I don't know what happened. That's StreamYard. I don't think it was the computer, bro. I think that was StreamYard because we had to go back out of StreamYard. But let's play this video. And then we're gonna surf the web. We're gonna see who else is talking shit tonight.
What do you know about Elevated Truth? Can I trust you on if we cover Elevated Truth? Are you going to give me a real opinion or are you going to give me a fake ass PC fucking you want to write his fucking dick opinion? Be fucking real, Corrupt. Be fucking real, dude.
I ain't bro. Who the fuck dick I'm riding, bro? Like I'm gonna tell you logically and factually about
Yeah.
anything.
I got because I can hear you telling me like I gotta take this serious.
Let me tell you something. I done said this before, bro. I go with morals, I go with logic, and I side with the Lord. Like, that's what it is.
Thing I got, dog. Like, what does it matter to me, homie? I mean, bro, you want to know you want to know my opinion on Elevated Truth, bro, right now, based off of just the little things I've seen, just off of little stuff I've seen here and there, bro. I made a post.
Well, this is my thing. Why would you wait till
Dude, I can't get over how it looks when she's done talking. I can't get
love
over
it,
that.
bro. I love this shit.
on the panel to talk about him?
Well, because when he was on the panel, the dude was respectful. He was telling us about how, you know, these ladies looked at him a certain way and he was vile and he was this and he was that. And bro, all I got to go and base myself off of is the way that he came up here, positioned himself and acted according to us, right? Like, and he was respectful to us. The dude was not any type of way to us, right? But then I saw other things.
I will say this, Corrupt, they put false stuff on him. Like if his name is what his name is, like they put like his ops, like the other side, they put, I don't know which one did it, but they put weird shit out there.
And you know, I mean, I put out a you know,
yeah.
Ooh, wait till you see my old dog that passed away. It looked just like that, man. And I got a picture with me with aviators on, with the dog. I'm telling you,
well,
it's
maybe
great.
you know, it makes you think. Did she go and find? Because I worked at an animal clinic. I have a picture with a Great Dane. Is this a Great Dane?
I mean, it looks like some Scooby Doo shit.
I thought it could be a Dalmatian because of the dots.
Nah, they don't cut the Dalmatian eye or ears like that though. Dalmatian ears ain't clipped.
Yeah, so
and that saggy face, bro. That's a Great Dane right there, bro. But I don't know where you would find that picture of my dog. Like,
I'm telling you, bro, this person is finding. They're not just making the dog. They're finding it where it's relative. They found that picture of you. There's no way that they knew you had this damn dog, or that they didn't know that you had this dog and you had those glasses on, bro. They mixed it together.
I don't know, bro. I think it might be the whole voice and I don't know. Like, I ain't never had it, bro. Like I told you, I ain't never had a Facebook. I ain't had nothing until I made this YouTube. So I don't know.
Yeah, Jumpsuit keeps showing his cat all the time, right? Pause. He keeps showing his cat all the time. Hissy fit. I think she ran away. God bless her that she came home. But I'm a dog person, man. I love the dogs. If you make Dave the sissy on here, you make him a house cat, Harley. Thank you.
I practice stoicism. I listen to philosophy for fun. You know what I mean? Like that's me. But I had this thought yesterday, bro, and I put it on a post. And it just says, a weak man reacts, a dangerous man pauses. A man who cannot control his reaction cannot control his life. Hey, you're
interesting take, man.
So I mean, that's my and you know,
that
was
the only dead space of the night, by the way. That right there is the longest dead space.
And she took out the dead space.
Space of the night. Continue.
It wasn't that at all.
Hey, this is all right, Corrupt. While you're here, you hear my audio flicking? Is it doing that right now? Listen to my audio.
Yeah, I don't know the dude like that, right? Like, but I have seen some things here and there that ever since he came on our panel the 2 times or whatever, like he was over here twice. I think he was on Pino and Raw Talk.
That right there is the longest dead space of the night. That right there is the longest dead space of the night. That right there is the longest dead space. That right there is the longest dead space of the night.
Kind of like tin can, like you in a can or some shit, bro. Like, yeah,
it's different. Doing it right now?
Nah, you don't sound like that right now.
Okay, when it sounds like that, let me know while we're on the. I can't stand it because I don't listen a lot back, but we're getting clipped, so now I'm hearing it, and it's like I don't like it. I'm about to change to the fucking blue mic.
I mean, bro, like every time we live, your shit sound decent, man. I think it might be, I don't know, it might be sped up some. It's also probably screen recorded. You know what I mean? So
I don't
wasn't that
know the dude like that. I don't know the dude like that, right? Like, but I have seen some things here and there that ever since he came on our panel the 2 times or whatever, like he was over here twice. I think he was on Pino and Raw Talk once. And he was never the way that I've seen him on other.
Oh yeah, he
his
addressed
own
that.
stuff.
He addressed that on his live. What you said right here. He said that he had no reason to act like that. He said he came up and everybody was respecting him, so there was no reason for him to spaz out on us.
All right.
But I think you're thinking the overall energy. It doesn't have to be spazzing out on us, but you basically wanted that same energy.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to welcome that energy. You know what I mean? Not at all. But I don't know. It's just it goes back to the reacting, man. Like a man who can't control his reactions can't control his life.
Amen.
I've seen him elsewhere now, bro. And the things that I've seen, it ain't the same dude that was presented to us. That's what I'll say.
I will say this, man. I covered like a lot of YouTubers and prison YouTubers, and at first, if we're not mistaken, he said that he was a 7-time felon. Is that right?
At first, I believe that's what he said.
Now, the
Yes.
thing with me is like I'm gonna speak my mind. It's been bothering me. Like usually I just don't. I really don't care. But at the same time, it's like he said one thing and then he said another. I just want him to I just really just want him to say his life story, like not all the way through, but he needs to
Interview him.
He don't. I don't think he. Man, I'm rusty, man. Last interview I did was Austin, the dude that was locked up with Austin Drummond. The dude that was in the feds with Max B.
Yeah, I remember Austin Drummond.
Oh yeah, he's still in trial. I don't know. I'll think about that.
Interview him, bro. Interview him. One-on-one.
One-on-one. No DVS.
Yeah.
DVS is gonna fucking spaz out. Because we do know that we've learned today, and I'm just gonna say allegedly, I don't know 100%, but Truth, if you're listening, was you part of the crazy white boys? Oh shit. Let's continue.
But then he changed it when DVS asked him, "Yo, have you been to prison?" He said no. He said he was a con.
Yeah, yo, DMI and Big Lance is punching the air right now.
Correct.
Yeah, I think he did say something about being.
What'd you say?
I'm just laughing, bro. I'm just laughing
at one point. But didn't he say all of his charges were dropped?
That's another thing
never
too.
served any jail time?
I don't know, bro. I'm real confused about it, honestly.
Memphis Mama, thank you so much. Snowplow, thank you so much. My girl Tiffs, thank you so much.
Hey, you know what Memphis Mama is, bro? I was surprised to find out. But shout out Memphis Mama.
All right, I need to go over it. How do I do it on Kick? Hold on, let me play this.
I don't even think he's been live, but have him address it. We'll fucking react to it or whatever. But I tell you, tomorrow, this is what I want to focus on with him is the relationship that he had with the Proudfoots, and now that he went on a panel with Seth Rogers, he's leaking information that he allegedly.
So this is my argument about that whole thing. For how big the Sebastian Rogers case is, why didn't media pick that up? I know that's what Truth's goal was, right? He either way we look at it, y'all, from how they're reacting on both sides, I think there might have been some stuff that could have been truthful of what Truth said, right? And if it isn't, he would be getting sued, I think, right? I don't know. But anyways, why isn't Nancy Grace or all these true crime channels picking that up? I think that is huge. He said a little bit too much. Like somebody made it very clear. I forget who it was. They were hitting right on the money with it. Sometimes you'll talk to victims of a family and they're going to give you information and you need to keep that information. You're not supposed to go on your channel and go live. It's if a victim is giving you stuff or if there's an open investigation that can affect it. But I will say this. They're saying that everything Truth said, the FBI already knew about. So does that mean it's real? Because why would the FBI know about it if it wasn't, or maybe it got mentioned to them? I don't know.
I don't know. That's like, see, that's the part, bro.
That's past your pay grade.
Yeah, that's the part, bro. Like the shit's so diluted. Like we talking about true crime and we talking about drama. Like which one we talking about?
That's true crime. That's true crime. That's one of the biggest cases. Oh, echo. All right, I'm on Kick now. How do I mod people up?
I don't know, dog, but UA Crimson Tide War Damn Eagle is backstage. You might as well bring them up, dog. I gotta go.
Okay, I will. Give me 1 second, y'all. Nancy Grace interviewed the mom and stepdad. Yeah, that's fine, sent to life. But the issue is, and she's on Kick saying this, salute to Kick. So the issue is what Truth just said. All that right there. If this was any other case, that would have got talked about. It's weird, bro. I just don't like how true crime treats Sebastian. I don't like it. I don't like how they treat missing kids. It's like the major ones. They don't want to. As soon as it stops, like with Nancy Guthrie, as soon as the money stops, they're gonna stop covering it, and then the people get lost in the sauce.
There got to be a reason, right? There got to be a reason.
I don't know. I try to figure it out. There's not really like. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
War Damn Eagle not a problem, man. Auburn Tigers. We are not about Alabama Crimson Tide. We're about Auburn Tigers. I don't know what y'all referring that shit to, but that shit is War Damn Eagle. My eldest daughter's initials are SEC, Southeastern Conference. Let's get to that.
Received from the Proudfoots. Now, this is involving a true crime case. This is involving something that's very big where we're still missing Sebastian Rogers. So it's very, and I'm not sure why people are not, I might be behind on it. I probably am. But people are not
covering it. Vegas profile stories on Kick, man. Salute to Vegas over there.
Yeah, I see it. Shout out to you, Rick.
Queen B, if you're still, I don't know if she fell asleep or not, but if you're still up here, I can.
I fell asleep 20 minutes ago, dog. War Eagle, Battle Chicken. Nah, bro. War Eagle way before that. War Eagle go way the fuck back before that.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to figure out this mod thing.
Yeah, corrupt talking football. You're right, dogs. Corrupt talking college football.
Yeah, my Florida State's gonna suck this year. I only want to
It's
talk.
the Alabama thing. If you ain't out, it's the Alabama thing.
Oh shoot, dude, we got 458 people on Kick. That's what's up. Holy crap, dude. We got more on Kick than YouTube.
Well, good night to you all.
Yeah, good night to everybody, man. It's freaking late too.
I'm out, dog.
All right, Corrupt. You have a good night, bro.
Yeah, I just want to come up here and let you know shit wasn't working, bro. And that you needed some mods on Kick. And that's what everybody was saying. And everybody, y'all already know the rules. Much gratitude, great respect. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Have a good night.
Appreciate you, plug. New Age plug. You did it again.
Appreciate you, bro. We'll get you on a conversation tomorrow. Get you on a 3-way call. Me, you, and Truth. He logged out before I could say it. Good night, Corrupt. For real. I believe Sebastian will be home next year when he's 18. I heard that. That'd be the great ending. That would be a wonderful ending. But oh man, I hope so. All right, so I'm trying to, dude. I don't know. I'm gonna take too long trying to mod up over here. All right, so let's get back to this, and then we'll get into I think this channel has the Seth Rogers conversation, so we'll get to it.
At least in our world. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm about to say, bro. It's like I don't know much about it, to tell you the truth. So like, I mean, like that's his main case, like his main thing, right? Is that, and I'm not in position.
Yeah, Queen B, I'll try to mod you up too, but it ain't like I wish I could just press on the person. I might have to get out and go somewhere else to do mods, which is stupid.
To even talk on.
I'm in the chat on Kick anyway, so if I need to block anybody, I'll do it myself.
I don't know about it, bro. Like I don't like.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. Bro.
I was just gonna say, we got some dudes in the prison genre that will. I'll let the prison dudes if they want to look into it. I really don't give a fuck about all that. But at the same time, he came forward and he said it. It ain't like something we're like digging stuff on him. He came and said it, but then we heard something else. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. We could be wrong. You know what I mean? I'll let the chat and all his Rooster crew, whatever, answer it. But
Yeah.
The Roosters. All right, so where's the one with him and Seth Rogers? I don't know who Nonsense is, and I just don't even know who that is. Elevated Truth versus Petty as Fuck. I don't even know who. See, if I don't know the other person, I'm not going to watch that either. Now, I know who Captain Napkin is. She's been around for a long time. She used to cover the prison genre. 100% know who that is. And the prison genre feared her because she was fucking bodying people. Cluminati reacting to allegedly speculating's email. Sounds like a good one, too. Oh, Elevated Truth speaks with Seth Rogers, part 1. Where's the other parts? So we only got part 1 on here? Oh, no, we got... No. Oh, man. So we only got one part. Well, let's listen to it. It's 10 minutes long. We'll get an idea of what's going on.
What's up, bro?
Hey, Truth.
What's going on, man?
You've never met?
Nope.
Hold on. Let me
Okay, so read that message at the bottom. You can already tell this is going to get crazy just by this message. If you have any information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. So you obviously know that they're... Oh, check backstage. All right, give me 1 second, Lonnie. I just got that. All right, let me go back to StreamYard. My bad. I forgot all about that. We'll get you up.
You over here on Kick, so I don't have an echo. But I'm Seth Rogers. I'm Sebastian's dad, and I don't know what you've heard about me, but the only thing I care about is finding my son.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any information that could lead me towards finding my son, I would appreciate it. And if you don't want to give it to me, then I would definitely appreciate you giving it to the FBI. Or at least if you have any information, the National Missing Center.
We're going to do one at a time. We got Cletus up. I'm going to let Cletus up first, and then there's UA Crimson Tide. I'll let you up in a second. What's up, Cletus?
Hey, man, I was just going to tell you, I typed it in the back chat, though, to mod. I gave you the instructions on how to mod.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm having a tough time over there on the mod.
Yeah, if you just go in that chat and type that in, as long as I got her handle right, it should mod her.
Okay. Yeah, it's not letting me do it on the phone. That's why I'm
oh, yeah, you'll probably have to pull it up on the desktop in another tab.
Yeah, I don't have anything logged in on this desktop. I'm trying to keep it separated. Trying to figure it out. We'll come back to it. It's nothing's crazy going on over there, right?
No, there and Kick's not really like YouTube, right? Like your chat's not going to get you in trouble. And there's a default AI mod in there that blocks like hate speech and stuff like that. About the only thing you got to worry about is people doxing or whatever. That's the only thing we've ever seen a need for a mod for, really, and spam. So.
Okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
Do it on the phone. You can't do it on the phone.
Yeah.
You can't do it on the phone?
Yeah, that's what Queen just said in the chat.
Okay. All right, we'll fix it after the live. I have a lot to do. I'm learning, guys. Be patient with me.
But yeah, that's all. I was just going to let you know how to do that, man, if you could. So.
Hell yeah. Trying to think if I had questions for you, but you answered them earlier for me, Cletus.
Yeah, I mean, there's, I don't know. I mean, my personal take on Sebastian's case is there's about the only thing that is new is stuff that can't be vetted or quite frankly shouldn't have ever been stated publicly. And even if it is, it's good for nothing more than mulling around theories that, quite frankly, do nothing but honestly get one to all three of the parents attacked. And until we know what happened, that's just, there's been enough of that over 2.5 years, all three of them. And I'm taking ownership for my part in that too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Because look, that's why I always tell people you don't want to be wrong when everything settles and everything is solved and stuff comes out. You don't want to be wrong when it comes to true crime. Like you'll look crazy. Like let's say if we were blaming Seth, even Seth right here, blaming him for just saying that he did it. For like, there's people that have done that too, and they've done it with the Proudfoot too. They've done it both sides, bro. That has to be the worst feeling ever, bro.
Well, and I think a lot of, a lot of the flack for all three has come from feelings of what a parent should or shouldn't do, and things that they have and have said or have not said, right? And everybody's got an opinion about that, and I get it. I do. I mean, in looking back on things, I've learned a lot from that case in and of itself, right? It's just it's an unfortunate thing.
Let me ask you something. You've been out on the front line. After you heard this information here, would you still be motivated to go out there, or do you feel like it'd be not? I don't want to be disrespectful to say a waste of time, but do you feel like what is your gut telling you? I don't know how to word this question.
My gut's telling me that there's a missing child, and I've got theories that go from everything from from he walked out of that house and we can't explain how he wasn't seen on camera to the worst possible theory, right? My gut tells me the only logical thing anybody can do is if somebody's got an idea of where to search, let's go do it.
Is there
And
a lot
hand out flyers, right? I mean, that's what all three parents have asked for. And that's all I can say. I mean, if in terms of searching, if somebody said, "Hey, man, we want to go search here," I'd be there. I've always been like that.
I got another question for you. Being on the front line, was there anything that you found out there that was like some kind of piece of evidence, some kind of trail? What happened, bro?
Honestly, the biggest indication in my mind is the lack thereof, right? There's literally that I can think of, there's been nothing. There's been a lot of stuff that, a lot of people have chased. They SF Investigates was out here. He's been out here numerous times. We've went and helped him. We've searched with him. We've evaluated a whole lot of stuff, and it's all come back to nothing but just theory, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I think it's safe to say that as far as anybody knows, there's nothing. It's just like the kid vanished, and people are gonna take from that what they will.
Well, I brought it up the truth, because it was something that got brought up when we were covering Sebastian, is the possibility of being abducted.
For me, I can't say that it's not possible. I just know where my head's at with what I've seen out there firsthand, and I've always said that I think there's a very narrow possibility of he walked out and wasn't caught on camera, but I can even debunk my own theory, but I can't go solid either way. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I can't stand on anything with it other than theory, except for the fact that he's missing. And that's why I say, in terms of my gut is, if somebody's got an idea, I say act on it.
Interesting, man. Yeah, this is I'm about to get I'm about to play this and see what Truth says and go from there, man. I feel like this needs to be covered by the main true crime channels, though.
Well, see, it was back when it first happened. I mean, there was a lot of attention on it at first, and quite honestly, my personal feeling, I think a lot of people feel the same way, but there's a lot of people that feel the opposite way. I feel like when C&Ds went out and what was it, the end of May, 1st of June of 24. I mean, you're talking just a couple of months after he goes missing, and these C&Ds go out go out to YouTube creators. I feel like it spooked a lot of people off. And then, 4 or 5 months later, there's a lawsuit that's accusing, a RICO organization of, 2 YouTube creators and 50 does, and the drama's in full swing. And I think a lot of people just stepped away from it.
Oh yeah, I remember White Boy Lockdown Radio talking about this Rico a couple years ago or a year ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a mess. It's been a mess, and it literally went from a lot of people talking about the case to everybody talking about the drama around the case.
There's a possibility Bullhead Betty could be a confidential informant working for the FBI.
You think so?
Allegedly. Well, I think listen, because she ain't making money on YouTube. What is she doing? I don't know what she's doing.
In all fairness, Betty has said Clue's a confidential informant for the FBI.
Yeah.
So
really? Well, I think she's projecting, because it's a possibility, man. She looks like somebody that would be.
Yeah, I don't know. If she is, then God help them is all I can say. Betty wild.
Maybe that's why they arrested her that day, to take her in and teach her how to actually be Ellie.
Yeah, maybe.
I wanted to get my plug on here because me and Betty had the same plug we used to get cocaine from in Bradenton. I wanted to get him up here, but he's still in the streets, so I can't. But he said one day he will, and he's going to spill all the tea about Betty and her addictions.
Was he the one that stole her pants when she was running down the road?
Okay, this is a black guy. I don't know.
I don't know. I allegedly she was on the road running down the street with no pants on or something.
Well, he definitely got sloppy toppy from her for cocaine for sure. Allegedly.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe he was the one that left her dirty too, because I did see that somewhere, right? In the police report, they marked her as dirty, and I'm like, how you get arrested and marked dirty?
Well, we got the body cam of her being arrested at Sebastian's.
Oh yeah, it's Seth's visual.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen that. We need all her body cams. But she got arrested in the 90s or something. There's one, there's gonna be no body cams on some of that shit, but hey, and I gotta say one thing, Betty never ratted out the plugs. She never ratted out the plugs in Bradenton, man. She wanted to make sure she had that in her back pocket so she can get what she needs to get.
That is true.
And she won't rat out JLR. Don't y'all think that's kind of crazy?
Well, she still got his fork.
Oh.
You probably don't know what I'm talking about, man. She was live one day talking about his fork. She got a fork from him. She still has it.
Oh, really? No way.
Yeah. Yeah, she got that JLR fork. She keeps it close.
And she hated Magnolia so much to the point where she just, she wasn't going to side with Magnolia. Maybe if it was a different girl it happened to, maybe, but she just hated Magnolia because Magnolia took her man from her. So, which I don't understand how you could fight. Dude, you got bitches fighting over JLR. Something's wrong. Like, we got some issues on YouTube. He's going to end up suing all of us for that.
Right now they're fighting over a Chomo simp. So, I mean,
they are.
Nothing's off the table, right?
Yeah, they for sure are. It's weird. I've never seen anything like this. It's like the opposite of like a smear campaign. They all got together and say, listen, girl, we got your back. They're not going to talk about this shit for long. They got some dude with goatee from Florida, Pino. He's a piece of shit. We're going to play his snitch video all day, every day. He'll stop. Dude, you can't get Pino to stop. Bro, he's been exposed so many fucking times to the point where you can't expose Pino no more. He's unexposable. Bro, I used to expose him, bro. Listen, man. Captain Napkin knows. Captain Napkin, she knows, But, he's come a long way.
I know he's got a lot of them pissed off on the streets. It's funny to shit. It's funny to watch him.
Oh yeah, he's the most hated person right now for like they are coming for him pretty hard. Pause. I
The
saw.
one in the onesie is.
Oh yeah. We got to send Pino that onesie picture. I think she had to have diarrhea or something. Why do you have a onesie on for easy access to poop?
I don't know if that's a t-shirt. I know it's a few sizes too small. I can tell you that, but it definitely looks like a onesie. Like I ain't never worn no shirt fit my body that way.
You need to send him that short she did of her belly button dance.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he needs to see that.
Oh lordy.
He has the onesie picture already.
Oh lordy. Yeah. Hey, listen, I'm not making fun of nobody how they look or nothing like that, like crazy. But why a onesie? I mean, it just you're not a baby. Like, why you got a onesie on? And I know you had the baby wipe shower because it just didn't look right. I don't know what's going on in that house, but it just didn't look right. Something's not right. It was like 180 pound my horrible life. Like, it's not like it just was crazy. I'm not a fan of it. Not a fan of the onesie. I'm trying to be respectful at the same time, but it's I can't. Even though this bitch has been talking so much shit, I'm still trying to be nice. Dude, we've been fucking nice since allegedly speculating. Dude, I used to go hard on these fucking. Dude, we got to the point where we found where Jesse worked at. So we got to the point where these bitches were getting so much money for Wade Wilson. We had to go hard. We had to figure out, who the fuck these bitches are. So all these people are like, don't dox and shit. Listen, if you're a piece of crap and your name somehow gets out there, so be it. It's not doxing. I don't want no ill intent done to you. But at the same time, you got to take the mask off of these people because they're going to continue to keep doing what they do unless they feel what I felt. Wait till someone calls your school and tells you you're going to pick the kids up, and then the kids are all waiting in the front office, and then guess what? I didn't even know this. They called me. That's what the trolls do.
Wow.
So they haven't even experienced this shit. Like, I know you guys have, but like a lot of the like come on, man. They talk about people pulling up and beating and bro, this Dave the sissy dude, bro, Pino said meet him in the gym. And then you went in on and said, yo, he's gonna come and kill me. He didn't even say that.
Who said that?
Lemon Dick.
He did
He's
not.
look.
Oh
he
my God.
he has threatened to wanting to fight B Tim. He's wanted to fight me. He's wanted to fight White Boy, and every one of us have pretty much said okay.
We'll do it for charity.
And then he backs out.
Yeah.
He's just he's just another clown. But he'll he'll talk shit about whooping a woman all day.
Yeah, and White Boy he'll fight too. He'll fight. He'll pull up. He's pulled up on a couple people. I don't know if it ever got out, but he's pulled up.
I'm telling you, he would show up if you said Queen Bee would be there naked.
Oh, which one? Lemon?
Lemon, yeah.
Yeah, he talked did he say he would punch Queen Bee? So he wants to fight women too?
And that's the thing. He'll talk shit to women, but he won't a dude. It's crazy. Just Queen, really. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean
he has a sick obsession with Queen.
I don't think I've ever seen him panel up and actually talk to a man that he's got opposition with, because I know Truth had offered him a link. Every time somebody wants to have a conversation with him, he gets on his live stream and is like, no, you could panel up here.
Yeah.
So I noticed that his whole formula is like off of y'all, like you, Queen, and all y'all, because it's a lemon and then the lemon emoji. Like, bro, you're acting like a bitch, bro. Do YouTube differently. Like, you don't have to fucking be just like everybody else in that community. Like everyone's throwing the lemon emojis, and this dude is fucking. He's got the lemon background. He's like, oh, lemon squad. Like it's like the bee thing. Like you're literally copying her. You could tell where he got his whole formula from.
Well, he wants to be Queen's best friend.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why he's constantly covering her, because he secretly wants to be her best friend. He just won't admit it to the world.
Wow.
And I think maybe rejection's his issue. I don't know.
He wants to be B Tim.
Yeah, that could be it. That could be it.
Well, B Tim's a very logical dude, man.
Yeah.
I enjoy. He's like I enjoy listening to him, bro.
Hey, Truth just sent you. I know you said earlier you can't see the kick stuff. Truth just sent you a rage quit and said he's live, but one of the subs said you wanted to ask something.
Oh yes, no, okay. So basically, my message to the Truth is I don't, because he asked to have a conversation behind the scenes with me and Pino, and I just don't like doing I just don't like. I've had too many conversations recorded. I don't want to do behind the scenes stuff. So whatever we can wait till we have a full panel on the streets. We don't have to do it tonight, Truth, but just kind of break down what we got wrong on this. And you can do it in a way where you don't have to give full details of your life, just something to clear up. You know, Corrupt says he wants me to interview you. I don't know if you want to do that. Oh yeah, another thing too. Listen, the crazy white boy shit keeps popping up. Hey, that's there's nothing wrong with that. We know some crazy white boys on YouTube. We know the DEIs as well. You know, I know Tennessee's got a lot of them crazy white boys. There's some in Florida. There's crazy white boys in Florida.
He said drop him the link. Truth, it's on YouTube. You gotta get it from the YouTube side.
Yeah, it's pinned in the chat. Pinned in the chat. Yeah, no, we just don't know. We just didn't understand what he said. He said that he had 7 felonies. And I know that he said that he told Pino that he's going to see. I think he got me and Pino confused. So Pino wasn't telling me that he was talking the truth behind the scenes. So I didn't know a lot what was getting said, I guess. And then Pino finally told me yesterday or today, he's like, yeah, he kind of gave me his whole background kind of thing. So I don't know, but I guess he wants to keep it behind the scenes, whatever. But at the same time, we want to know, man. We want to know your life story, bro. Do it on your own channel. That way you can monetize it, and we'll just react to it. There you go, bro. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. Just letting you know that I do have my live still going because obviously I'm in the middle of it, and I don't want to be rude or nothing and not let you know.
You're all right.
So maybe you can help me understand what exactly is the interest in my story.
I don't think we even cared until you brought it up on the panel, and then it kind of like left us in a gray area. We're like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
I think
here's
yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
So my thing is this, man. These people have been tracking the shit out of me for 2 years. These people have my criminal record, the same criminal record that I forwarded to. I'm not sure exactly who I was speaking with. It's the contact number I have, right? I just have it in my phone as YouTube Streets, right? So I sent exactly what it was, broke down. I sent my case file, everything you need to look it up. You know what I mean? If that's what y'all feel you need to do. Just at the place I am in my life, I don't make that part of my life something I just sit out here and talk about. It isn't something that goes along with who I am today. And I'm not proud of it. I've talked about it before. You know what I mean? I've spoke on it, but to come over and like to somehow glorify the stupid ass shit, like, bro, I did 35 miles an hour running from the police and stopped at the stop sign because I was twacked out of my mind. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like I've told the story before, but if someone wants to check my paperwork within you guys, I provided it in the text message. I'd rather it not be put public.
There's two things I care about with paperwork. I don't really care about any kind of cooperating or anything like that. But the two things.
Well, you're not going to find that either. But
yeah, okay, that's fine. The women and children. I just want to make sure that check it, and then any bad charges like that. But check it. Pino said that he got your name. So again, I didn't get it all from him. So we'll you know, I'm sure that he already looked it up. He would have said something. So
Yeah, bro. Like I'm talking about, I sent the entire file, case number, everything you need to look it up with the history. I think I might have put the attorney in there too. It's not that I got anything to hide. It's just that's not what I put out about my life now. That's not how I'm in recovery, about to do celebrate 7 years on September 11th. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what I put out. It's part of my story, but it's not something that I just want to sit out here and talk to a bunch of people about. I'm not proud of the fact that I lived a professional life while at the same time being a hustler and a dumb, stupid idiot at the time. That's not what I want people that know me today or meet me today to focus on. So that's why I said I'd rather talk about it behind the scenes, not because I have anything to hide, but I am married now. And, you know, I was married when I caught my case. She's a professional. She doesn't need this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not something that's beneficial to my family. So I just didn't want to talk about it on your show. It's really what it came down to.
well, I gotta say, you do the opposite of what a lot of guys on here do. So they'll come out and do their story, right? And then they'll not glorify it, but now they're known for that. So you're kind of doing the opposite of where you don't want people to just know you for the street shit. You just want them to know you for your true crime shit. That's how Jumpsuit tries to make it too. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not even true crime, man. I came into this whole thing because of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Right, that's the whole thing. Because I grew up in Middle Tennessee. I grew up on the west side of Nashville. It is what it is. And so, me being autistic, it was something that struck my attention because things didn't make sense. So I started following Clue and calling into Clue's show. And eventually, her audience and her and Cletus convinced me to start a little channel. I never knew it was going to get to what it was, right? That's the truth of how I started in this anyway. I'm not true crime. I'd much rather talk to you about, you know, men's mental health, calling out the bullshit. But somewhere along the line, it is my fault. I take full responsibility. But the way that I say things comes off really fucked up to people because I have no filter. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, y'all feel free, check those charges. And when you do, please make sure you come out and let everybody know I ain't got not a bit, not one, not a damn ounce of any of them charges. Please.
Yeah, no, we're not putting nothing on you, man. But people have tried to put shit on you before, though, right? That was like another thing too. That why we wanted to look just to make sure, and I think you could understand that, like, because fucking dude, we've had people up here lie about shit, and then all of a sudden now we're in a weird spot where we're like, oh fuck, we either got to expose these people or we got to. You hear me?
Truth, can you hear?
No, I can't. No, sorry. That's what I was saying. I can't hear anybody. You only drop down and come back up, then I should be able to hear.
Yeah, it'd probably be the best thing because I can hear Plug, but you can't hear.
Yeah, I can't. I'll go come back up.
All right, he's got to give me a second because I gotta charge this up. And another thing too, DBS on the podcast, he has more the prison. He's a prison dude that kind of like is more leaning into like checking people on shit, right? That's kind of what he does. He was in Rikers Island. He was a Latin king. He was all kinds of. He was part of it. He has a murder charge, right? So he does that. Now my thing is, like I said, I'm just looking for two things: making sure you didn't know women and children. That's the cooperating shit. Unless you're out here saying, "Yo, you're a fucking rat," calling people rats, and then we find out that you're a fucking rat. Yeah, that warrants it. But I really don't give a fuck about that either. So I'm glad he cleared that up. He basically just wants his shit off of here because he's not trying to portray a street dude. All right, 1 second, man. Let me go charge this real quick. I'm gonna play this real quick. Let this play for a sec. I'll be right back.
The 1-800 number, any of those, if you want to be anonymous.
I don't have to be anonymous, Seth. I'm not the bad guy. I know. Let me, and I'm not coming at you. Sometimes my voice First of all, I don't know if you know about me. I'm sure you've watched me, okay? But let me just say this.
Not really.
I'm autistic as hold on. I'm autistic as fuck. So I don't process things the same. I don't look at things the same. And so my brain works different. Okay. Here's the deal. Everything I know has been passed on to an agency and not Sumner County.
Thank you, because I don't pass anything on to them either. I pass.
I can also tell you that I went and had a meeting. Okay. And I'll say that and I won't say anything else. I will be a liar all day. All your people over there have drugged the fuck out of me. And I'm fine with that. I'm not mad at you for that. But what I'm going to tell you is if you want to find your son, start listening to the truth and not the people playing you like a board game. The same way I was played like a board game by Chris and Katie.
And the only people I listen to is my PI and my FBI contacts, and any information I get in, it gets.
But it hasn't been that way, Bubba. That's why you're in the position you are with the community, because the people you were around made you look a certain way.
I understand that.
You know, and so now I've never met you personally, but apparently people say you give off this vibe or that vibe. Well, they say the same thing about me, dog. I'm not saying you did anything. What I've said is that there's some real suspicious shit. From the beginning story, when Sebastian went missing, Chris and Katie presented him as a damn near level 2 autistic that couldn't do shit.
Yeah,
you represented him as someone who was independent, could stay at home for 12, 13 hours at a time and be perfectly fine. Now, as someone in the community, how do we process those two different Sebastians?
Different structure, I guess. I don't know.
That's not even structure, Seth. That's two different people. Not even being able to fucking get in the back, whatever, to you, and being able to be there 13 hours by himself, bro. I'm autistic. That is a massive difference. So for the community looking at it going, how can the kid be, no disrespect when I say this, so slow, which I hate when that's said, right? And then you're representing him as basically a level 1 mild with a chromosomal deletion, which is exactly a replica in action of autism.
It is. Plus, he was diagnosed with autism on top of it.
Well, he wasn't until 3 months before he passed away, or before he went missing. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. My apologies.
All right, my bad. It took longer than I expected. All right, let me pull Truth back up. You wait, Crimson Tide. I'll have you up in a little bit. Just sit back there. We'll get you up in a minute. We're trying to do one at a time. I know you probably have beef with everybody up here. Go. All right, yeah, go ahead, Truth. I got some other questions. Go ahead.
I just couldn't hear you. My bad. For some reason, the sound dropped and it was just silent on my end.
Let me ask you this, though. With this whole, okay, so, man, so this Sebastian Rogers thing, right? Do you regret anything you said recently?
That's a double-edged sword. Do I regret how I said it, the manner in which I said it? Absolutely. Do I regret getting it off my soul based on the reason why I felt that it was said and then made me, or was told to me that I couldn't say it for XYZ reason? It got to a point where you start looking at all the times that something was said of, you can't talk about this because it's being worked on, or this or that, and nothing ever came out of it. Nothing ever came from law enforcement. And when I finally had, the time when I was in the hospital and I was laying there thinking about everything, shit just started to not feel right anymore. And unfortunately, I could sit here and make excuses all day long. It doesn't matter. I was put on a medication called Kepprin, and I was taking 1,500 milligram injections into my stomach. And then, anyway, look into Kepprin, you'll know. It doesn't make an excuse, but I was way out of character and way overboard because I didn't know how to express what I was trying to say. So, yes, I do feel that I could have done it in a much more respectful way to Sebastian, and that I am 100% responsible for. However, when people say that the information wouldn't help at all, my response is, well, maybe, but maybe not. But what I do know is that I don't have to hold that on my soul anymore. And I'm sorry. I mean, if it bothers people, what bothers me is that I heard it from the mouth that I heard it from, which is exactly the last person who was seen with Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. And I stand on, I'm telling the truth. Was the delivery wrong? Yes. Absolutely, it was. And I apologize for that, truly. But, you know, at the end of the day, I didn't lie. And I stand on that hill no matter what anybody thinks about me.
Did Seth get anything out of that, you think? And did you talk to him off after you guys did the little interview? Did you talk to
No,
him?
I didn't even know Seth was coming on my panel, bro. Like that, people can say what they want to. Seth, even there was someone in the chat that sent Seth the link. They come out and spoke on it. I had my panel open for anybody who wanted to come over and talk to me about what was going on between me and Clue, if you really want to be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that what was going on over at fucking Granny's with the father or the stepfather and the mother, right? We're talking about that. All of a sudden, he pops up in my back chat. Are you on YouTube right now too? I just want to make sure before I.
Yeah, we're on YouTube. You're
Okay.
good.
All right. So he pops up in my back chat. I'm like, what the fuck? So of course I bring it up because he's never talked to anybody on the dark side that I know of, the quote dark side. And I've said forever, if I had an opportunity to talk to him, I was going to hit him with every hard question that everybody asked. And that's exactly what the fuck I did. And people think, oh, your attitude sucked. Yeah, it probably did. But I'm also tired of everybody tiptoeing and fucking, playing tap dance around questions. Ask the fucking questions and stop pussyfooting around. And that's what I did. Some people don't like it. They don't like my approach. It's just who I am. And I don't apologize for it. And he slipped up, in my opinion, multiple times because he wasn't prepared for the energy and he wasn't prepared for the way I asked the question. But people are too blinded by their hate for me to see the information that came out of that interview.
Well, you pressed him about a point of him having Sebastian Rogers' poster behind him on the StreamYard. Now,
Yes, because sorry, go
did
ahead.
it warrant that? Did he just? Do you think he deserved to get pressed that hard on having that picture
Yes.
behind him?
Yes, 100%. Because every time he goes into anybody's chat, he always tells everybody, please put it on your channel, please post it on your channel. Every time he does his money-a-thons where he complains about everybody else except talk about Sebastian, in my opinion, never has a picture of Sebastian up. When he's wearing a shirt out and doing a search for Sebastian, rarely is it a Sebastian shirt. So my point was, how are you and the other set of parents going around talking about you want everybody to spread this information about your son, but you yourselves aren't even putting it on y'all's own page. And the other set of parents don't even have a page, but they sure are in the background talking to creators. That's weird to me. Sorry, I call it how I see it. That's just my opinion. Other people can disagree.
Okay, so yeah, you said you're on another. So you're on a new medication. So
Okay.
that couple days right there, that was like a manic phase or something. Like you're not
Nah,
saying that
bro,
you.
I had a heart attack, bro. I was in the hospital for 4 days. Two of which I
Oh
was
Lord.
transferred from one hospital to a level one, bro. Like and I'm not using it as an excuse. They started me on anti-seizure medications because I was having seizures that dropped me to the ground. In the meantime, I'm stuttering. I had a heart attack in the middle of all of it. It is what it is. Please just know I'm not lying. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put him under the bus, but like,
No, I don't think anybody has to quantify. I mean, you went live from the hospital.
right. But that's what I'm saying. Like, the medicine was not mental health medicine. It's anti-seizure medicine that they were giving to me with injections in my stomach to keep me from having seizures. It's called Kepprin. You can Google it and look up Kepprin effect on autism and look at Kepprin effect in general. It's called Kepprin Rage, and I knew nothing about it when it was prescribed to me. I quit taking it. I think I'm on day 4 now, where I literally threw it away. I've had 4 or 5 seizures since I stopped taking it because you're not supposed to stop it that way. But I was tired of the rage constantly. It's not a lie. It's not an excuse. It's the fucking truth. I still hold to the fact that I'm responsible for my words. I'm responsible for what I said. And people have every right to disagree with me in any way they want to. And I accept that.
Yeah, you go. I think, in my opinion, you go a little bit too hard on the women, man. Like
Listen,
in a sense where you want to pull. You said something about pulling up on a girl.
who? When?
I don't know what girl it was, but the way you, so it was on your own live, and it was the one of the day. It was the night that you're kind of, going pretty crazy, and you said, "Yo, bitch, I'll fucking pull up." And I'm like, "Oh my god, dude."
So because I say bitch doesn't mean I'm talking to a female.
That's a good point. That's a good
I
point.
was that I say that's a word we use constantly between. I might have been talking about Cluminati at that point, just honestly, because it's bitch everything. There's no disrespect
No,
or
you weren't talking
between that.
about her at that point. It was. I think it might have been the girl that's backstage. The Crimson
Oh
Tides
no,
girl.
because see, here's the thing. What I'm not gonna do is give her any type of my energy. So I will jump down for her because she's loonier than a shitstorm. I ain't got no time for it. So respectfully, I'm not gonna disrespect
No,
your
I'm
panel like
no, I'm
that.
not. Yeah, you go ahead. She's not coming up yet, but she could talk after if she
Oh,
wants.
for
But
sure. But yeah, she has every right to talk her lies if she wants to. But I'm not going to sit up here and go back and forth with someone that's just never mind. It is what it is. I got my own community that's in the process of trying to keep themselves together because of all the lies and the bullshit that's being pushed. Because I stood on what I believed. I
did
said
you
it
talk to
wrong.
the FBI about the case?
I talked to the necessary people I need to talk to.
Man, that's a good answer. You've been PR trained, brother. Who's PRing you over there?
I'm just someone who doesn't talk to anybody without an attorney, and I'm definitely not going to put myself in a situation that's going to get me sued or fucking killed.
So okay, let's say if this was a different case, you might would have a lot of. It might be a different situation though. You ever think about that truth? Like, let's say if this was a little dirt case, and you come out with some information that nobody knows about, and you give it to the world, that could cause an issue. Could
Yeah,
affect the case.
but we're talking now. We're talking about a child's case. That why should any parent of a missing child be telling secrets to YouTubers? Why?
Can I
That's a
ask
good
you?
point.
Can
That's a good point.
can I chime in on that?
Yeah, go ahead,
Just
please.
ask a question, right? And I mean, Truth and I haven't talked about this because
No, we haven't yet.
we both been kind of in our feelings about things, and it is what it is.
Rightfully so.
Um, do you think the parents of a missing child should be able to talk to people, and those people keep those things held in confidence if there is no benefit to the public knowing them? Just that's my
I,
question.
I do because we've had this conversation before, right? I
Yeah.
do. But when a parent is actively still going behind the scenes to, in their own words, correct a narrative, then I no longer hold any dedication or loyalty to who, with all intensity, was the last person to be with Sebastian and lives with the last person to be with Sebastian. And the comments simply could not and did not sit well on me for well over 2 years. There wasn't a secret about that. But because I did feel like that when I was told that it would hurt him or his case if we talked about it, I believed that. The same way I believed many times when we were told things were going to happen and this was going to happen and this was going to happen and it never did. You get to a point where you start looking at someone like, why do you keep lying? There's where I change my opinion on whether or not it helps or not, because how do I know that they're not self-snitching on themselves in ways that I wouldn't know because I'm keeping quiet because they used the threat of it hurting Sebastian as the reason I need to be quiet or anybody else. And I think that's fucked up, especially them knowing that I'm autistic, knowing that he sought me out. I didn't seek him out. I've always wondered, why did you seek me out? And out of everybody, you got in contact with y'all. He got in contact with y'all to get in touch with me. And that was always weird. Why? I was a tiny channel and I had just gotten my channel started with Clues people pushing me, and 3 years later, man, I'm a lot more educated on this social media shit, and I look at things differently, and I don't like what I see. And I think Sebastian deserves to have a voice. Listen, they're the ones who came on and said, Chris himself said, if y'all really knew about Sebastian, y'all would stop looking for him. Said that to the father. Like, what do you, I don't
Well,
understand.
but so here's my thing though, right? Is this is my exact point. There's a lot of things that have been said that can't be verified, and I mean, quite honestly, Seth has said a lot of things that have gotten spun differently later, and that's a key one that a lot of people have played on. He has come out here and said that Chris said that, but it's never been vetted because, quite honestly, the only people that could ever vet that would be Seth or Chris and anybody that was privy to that conversation. You know what I mean?
No, it was on a panel.
Okay,
It was on a panel. He said it on a panel. I think for a fact he did.
okay. I just I don't remember that. That's all I'm saying.
I got another question, Truth. Do you believe everything that you were told?
By who?
By the information that you gave out on that live, everything that you said, do you believe all that? Or any of it?
I mean, with all due respect, you got to be more specific.
Okay, well, you talked about the I don't even. It's so, dude. It's so.
Okay,
I don't.
I get what you're
You know
saying.
what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Do I believe that those events occurred?
Yeah.
Well, the mother said they did. So yes.
Oh my gosh.
Point blank and simple. I said what I said. I'm not lying. I'll say it again, 10 toes down, no disrespect to anybody. The mother said it on a phone call.
Why is the bigger channel? Why no one covering what you're talking about? Because dude, this is a bombshell.
I can't be responsible for what other people say or don't say, bro. And this is why I don't want to do this, because it puts such a bad situation. I choose not to do this anymore right now.
You feel like you're in a trick bag right now.
Yeah, real bad. Real bad. And
Yeah,
it's
because
like
this
a
is it
washing
going, bro.
machine.
That I don't know you. I think what you, dude. It's never. This is. It's crazy. It's. I don't know, bro. I don't
I
know.
get
It's
what you're
crazy.
saying. And from your perspective, I understand why you're looking at it the way you are. And mind you, I have not looked at your chat, so I have no idea what anybody's saying. I'm talking to the people on the panel. I'm just simply saying, bro, I'm going to stand on what I know I heard with my own ears, and that's it.
I think Plug, respectfully, right, like you said, you don't know, you're not up to speed on it, right? And I think to jump in on the most recent and then try to catch up probably
But let me
is
ask you
probably
something,
going to
Cletus.
spin
Let me
you.
ask you something, Cletus. What Elevated Truth just came out with the other day? That's the biggest thing, and this is from an outside person in true crime that doesn't know the Sebastian Roger case like anybody in the chat or you guys do. But from looking in, this is the biggest thing I've seen in this case for a long since Crabtree got caught with the cocaine. This is the biggest thing I've seen.
So let me ask you this,
Allegedly, not really. I'm just Crabtree knows I'm joking. Go ahead.
So let me ask you this. In terms of sensationalism and things for people to talk about, I don't disagree with you. Of course, it's sensational and people are going to talk about it. But in terms of actually finding the child that's missing, is it really the biggest thing?
So
Does it
far, I
lead
think. I think information wise, I probably worded that wrong, Cletus. But you were right about content or like new. It's like a headline. Like
But it
we
didn't,
haven't had
sorry.
anything.
I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I did, but see, here's the thing, bro. This did not help me. This did in no way coming out with this did it help me, assist me, grow my channel. It has destroyed my channel for the actually, other than my real hardcore people that believe in me and so on. But as far as like this did not, there was nothing about this that did me anything good coming out with it, and I knew that before I came out with it, and I still made the decision to stand on what I did. I don't know how else to put it. Anybody can think whatever they want to about me, and I don't think that it should be discussed without you having some background maybe in the background, because like I said, there are other things that I haven't said and other people haven't said out of respect, and I'm not going to. There's context to it.
There's more. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, no. There's
Yeah.
more.
I said, bro, listen, I'm not gonna get
Don't
myself.
say it. Don't say it. But that's
No, what I'm saying is when you asked just a second ago, do I feel like I'm being put into not necessarily on purpose, but a position? You know what I'm saying? I don't like the way this is because not even on your doing, but like it's going to put me and people I care about against each other unnecessarily. When what Cletus said is right. Anything that I may think is important, I think it's important that I talk about it with people who would be able to judge whether it needs to go to the public or not. Does that make sense? Because I don't always make the best decision whether something should go to the public or not.
why did the Proudfoots feel so comfortable to tell you this stuff?
The Proudfoot saw me as an autistic person they could control, in my opinion. That's my opinion, bro. And they didn't realize that I'm a smart motherfucker, just like a lot of other people don't realize I'm a smart motherfucker. And I grew up on the streets. It is what it is. I can't put it any other way. They underestimated me. And I'm not here to be a badass. I'm simply here of I should have never said it in the first place, according to everybody, right? But for me, my soul, and to be able to know that I at least spoke up for maybe Sebastian needed somebody. I don't know, bro. It happened. It came out of my mouth. I said it because it was true. I can't give anything else to it but that. It wasn't to
Do
fuck
you
over
believe
any
you're?
of my, huh?
Do you think you're painting Sebastian into a negative light with some of the comments that were said too? That's another thing that's been talked around with the community, like some
Okay.
details that shouldn't have been out. You know what I mean? Like, do you feel like you painted him like
I
you?
don't
Because you're saying how one household looked at him, and then you were saying how the other one did. So it was like,
I don't think that's anything that I've painted. I think that is a community wide observation that may be different now because I brought light to it and it's not what people want to talk about or agree with me with. But that's not something that I just came out of thin air with.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? Like, say, and this same thing went down with I ask hard questions people don't like because they sound effing horrible. But there's nothing pretty about missing children's crimes or uh, pedophile crimes. There's nothing pretty about that. And it takes somebody who does not give a fuck to actually ask the questions. And it offends a lot of people when they do that. Here's the thing. I don't care. I want that damn answer. That's it. And if I'm wrong for that, I'm wrong for that. And I'm not the creator for you to follow. It's that simple. It's nothing more and nothing less. I was Team Sebastian when I came onto this damn thing, and I will leave Team Sebastian if that means that, I lose anybody or whatever that I think are good people in the process. I'm willing to do that. If it means losing my channel to speak the truth, I'm willing to do that. That's it.
even if it took, painting him out to be a predator.
That's a real sideways question to ask because you're saying painting him out to be, and I don't wish to speak on anything anymore on that sort. And I hope you
Gotcha.
understand what I'm
No, no,
saying
no,
with
no.
that.
No, yeah, no. I hear what you're saying, bro. But
Because
yeah,
trust
that's
me,
just
this
that's
don't
just a
feel good. This don't feel good, bro. There's nothing about this that feels good. There's nothing about this that's been this has been absolutely miserable since I opened my mouth. When Cletus did say one thing that was very true, and Clue said it on her panel, that if I came out and said this, it was going to be channel suicide. And they are damn well probably right. But at the end of the day, like I said, that's a lot that I held on my soul. It felt wrong to me. I don't know if it means anything, but at the end of the day, maybe Sebastian wanted to say something, couldn't. We don't know because we don't know where he is. And there should never be secrets, the words secrets, between a missing child's parents and social media YouTubers, and then expect that those quote secrets aren't going to be told.
Well, I think the information that we would want is something for us to go on to look for them. Like the little side stuff was, I don't know. It's kind of some people think it was not tasteful. It was it was not appropriate to say. But that's you know what I mean.
What is appropriate, brother? Respectfully, what is
I
appropriate?
guess that's subjective, ain't it?
Is that appropriate from a survivor's point of view, or is that appropriate from a, everyday, never had an issue point of view, or is that appropriate from a prisoner's point of view or a convict's point of view, or is it a sex offender's point of view?
Can I chime in on that?
Go ahead, Cletus.
I think for me personally, it's from a missing child's point of view that may come home and hear what's said on the internet, right? And I mean, like I said, I'm guilty of saying some pretty foul stuff, right? I know that. But in retrospect, I've also learned a lot of things. And I think that at the end of the day, that's what we've all got to judge, is if this missing child comes home and has to live with what has been said about them online. I think everybody's conscience has got to weigh in on that.
I agree with that 110%. And you know that I do understand that. Would you, and I don't want to go back and forth, would you agree with that? I don't need you to do that, right? I just like, when Cletus and I need to talk, we'll eventually talk. That's still my friend. We disagree greatly. I'm not happy with certain things, but I still got mad love for Cletus and
Hey,
Clue.
Cletus said you're the same person online as offline. I respect
I
that.
am. There's no difference. This is me.
I
And it's
think you
like
do. I
people,
think you do got a screw loose, but hey.
I mean, a screw loose listen, let me explain something, brother. When you're made by monsters, no, hold on. When you're made by monsters, you must become a monster to survive those monsters. You just choose what to do with those monstrous ways. I choose to do it to fight for the better. It may not be how everybody else does it, but I have no problem being that one that is that guy. I don't care.
We want the
They
life story, bro. We want the full life story.
never will give it, because the only thing I'll
Oh
tell you is,
shit!
no,
Oh
listen, I'm just being
shit!
straight up with you. It's not about me. It's about Sebastian. It's about these, it's not about me. Simple as that. I'm just a random person on the internet who has a life story that I share on my platform. But with all due respect, you got people in the chat that just don't
Well,
want to
if it's
hear
touched on
anything.
Sebastian, why is no one looking for him anymore?
That's why I brought up, why do you think I started talking about him? And all of a sudden now everybody's fucking
Was it
posting
my
his
alien
posters.
question? No, this is my other question. Remember when you were on our pod? I think I might have stirred this up because I hit you with that alien question, right? And then you left
Yeah.
and you went and did a live about Sebastian.
No, see, y'all are trying to, this is some sly. Listen, here's the deal. I'm not no dummy, right? So at the end of the day, I made a decision after holding some shit in for whatever long period it was, after figuring out the campaign that was pushed against me based on a lie, okay, that I was this predator, I was this dangerous person, blah, blah, blah. It all came out a year and a half later. And when it all came out, yeah, man, I fucking was in a real fucked up place about it. Then I end up in the hospital, that whole situation. And I come out after being in there, not knowing whether I was going to make it out, not knowing whether I had, with the blood that I had on my brain was from a brain bleed or from when I hit my head. I haven't even talked to my audience about it. You feel what I'm saying? So when I'm laying there, what the fuck you gonna do when you're laying on your back in a hospital bed? Can't move it really. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while, my wife would sneak me out just to keep it real. But you got a lot of time to think. And when I came out, man, I don't know whether it was the medicine or whatever. I like I said, I quit taking that shit 4 or 5 days ago, and it's been hell since. But I didn't like who I was becoming. And that doesn't change the truth of what I said. You know what I'm saying? Like, I fucked up in the way that I said it. I should have fucking been more caring and careful. But I do believe that I do believe that it came from the right place from my perspective, and I apologize to anybody that it did offend. Right? And I talked about all this on my live earlier when I did
I
my
think they only
apology to
want. I
Betty.
think the Proudfoot's the only ones that want an apology, right?
No, they can kiss my ass. They're not getting an apology from me.
Whoa. Why? Why not?
When they bring their son home or help bring their son home, they'll get an apology from me. When I see that they're actually doing something to look for their child, they'll get an apology. That's my
What?
personal opinion.
Why is Seth not getting the same energy?
Fuck Seth too. It's been fuck Seth forever. What do you mean?
So wait a minute. But they gave you okay. So you're not really taking accountability for what you said. You're just kind of just like, you know what, fuck it. I would do it again if I had to.
No. I would do it much differently. But when
Okay,
I'm
so that's
talking
yeah.
about, but when I'm talking about, I didn't ask for Katie to say those things and put that into my soul. I didn't ask for that, bro. She said that shit and put it out there into people's soul. I didn't ask that. I didn't ask for none of that. I didn't ask her to tell things that were so personal and then told not to come online about it. I didn't ask for any of that. Those weren't the conversations that I was asking about. That's conversations they went on.
I could tell you, I bet you they regret telling you anything because now they're in a weird position, you know.
Well, I mean, maybe they do. Maybe they should have kept it to talking to news outlets and not going behind the scenes to every YouTuber and starting shit between people when you should be looking for your child. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. Like, that's
Okay,
my
I got
perspective.
okay. Another thing too. I know we're on Kick now too, and and things are. I know you've already been on Kick, but
Right.
your name is Truth. Would you
Right.
ever take a lie detector test?
First of all, feds up. What?
No,
Like,
no,
why?
no, not for
No,
me. You
no.
you you do it yourself. You get it all. Do
Hell,
it on your
for
live
who?
stream.
Hold on, bro, hold on. Let's get back to reality.
And the only
For
about Sebastian Rogers. I don't give a fuck about your personal life. Only
hey,
about
how
what's
about
been
this?
said. Because
How
what's
about
been
this?
said has been some crazy shit, bro.
Right? How about this? I'll answer it just like this for you, okay? When see, this is where it's gonna put me in a fucked up position, all right? So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna shut up, okay? Because yeah, I feel like this is not proactive in any way. This is coming at me like I'm a liar.
No, 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 no.
And
I just
but it
want
is.
transparency, man. That's all we're
Well,
trying to get, bro.
transparency, then ask other people that were involved for their transparency. How about that?
So just
I'm done.
information you know other people do know for sure. You're
One
saying
billion
that.
percent, 1 billion gazillion percent. I'm done. I'm listening. This is not
And we're
throwing
talking
anybody under the
about
bus.
yeah, I
This
know we're
is
talking about. Okay.
this is crazy, bro. Like I'm not here to do that. I'm not here. I literally am trying to help the best I can keep Sebastian a priority. I said what I said. Should I have said it? Probably fucking not. But I did. What do you want me to do from here? I told the truth. That's the whole thing. I didn't lie. You said elevated truth. Are you willing to take a lie detector test? I told the fucking truth, bro. So what's wrong with saying the truth about a missing child?
Well, you're in a weird position too because you're holding information as well.
Do you think it's okay? Oh yeah, I
I don't
just
think you
well,
should
you're
say it, but you're in a weird position because you're. So it goes against.
uh
It's contradicting. You're being transparent with the information to help find Sebastian, but you're holding information at the same time. So
huh.
so
You
the
see how
FBI knows. Does the FBI know the information you're holding?
you see how this conversation would work better if you had a conference with like other people and not in front of 1,000 people, where I don't think this is going to help the case in any way to discuss this back and forth. It's just going to make me look like a liar that's holding information and only me. You see what I'm saying? Like this doesn't do anything but make me look like more of a piece of shit when I'd be willing to talk to you. But I don't think the things that I'd be willing to talk to you should go out to the public. The same way as I shouldn't have said what I said. Because for 2 fucking years I stood up for nobody better fucking say that shit. And I'm the one that ended up doing it. I feel like a fucking asshole for it. But it came out and it happened. I don't know what anybody wants me to do about it other than take accountability for it.
Well, you said fuck the Proudfoots.
Well, I do think, listen, bro, for many reasons other than what we're talking about.
For
And why
many,
shouldn't
okay.
it be? Why shouldn't it be fuck all the parents until they find their kid? Why not?
Because it's hard for me to do that. You know, for both sides, I give them both benefit of the doubt. You know.
Okay, well, but with respect, you haven't been following the case like that either, and you haven't had personal conversations with either side.
That is true. That is true. Um,
I'm disgusting. You see the chat? Like, here's the problem. He's streaming this too. Yes, Kramer Reels. I got permission to. What are y'all talking? I was in
yeah,
the
he's
middle
all
of
right.
my
He's all,
live.
I don't care. I don't care too. I don't care about just radar kick after you're done. Um, yeah, I like so the reason for that because to do back and forth. Yeah, you're on here right now. You could be on your shit. I don't care. It's okay. Um,
Well,
but
I mean,
no,
I was in the middle of my live when I was told we wanted to talk, so I wasn't just going to shut my shit down, and you know what I mean. Like, I was just trying to see what was up, but this is a real uncomfortable thing for me because it's really quiet on the panel, and I don't feel comfortable with how quiet it is. So, with all due respect to you, if you'd like to have it, I'm just telling you, I'm being
yeah,
real.
I know. I
If
put
you want to have a conversation off of here, I'm just not in the game to keep getting smashed every fucking day. And all this right here will be turned into 900 clips and all used against me for what? Because I spoke the truth about something that was uncomfortable. That's it. And because what I betrayed the trust of missing child's parent. I mean, listen, I'm not. You're not gonna make me feel bad. No one's gonna make me feel bad for that. If that makes me an asshole, don't follow me. Don't fucking come to my channel. Don't listen to me. There's 9 billion channels you can do. I'm not even on fucking YouTube. I'm on Kick. I've been on Kick. YouTube's been coming to Kick and fucking with me. Leave me the fuck.
so yeah, no, man, bro, you're on the hot seat, bro. You answering you're answering the questions. It's just we got to know. The chat's actually saying I'm not doing hard enough questions.
Okay, well, am I a suspect? Like the fuck? What kind of
Yeah, dude, we
questions?
need you guys. Let me get your side by side mugshot, man.
Bro, I'm a real smart ass, so I'm not, because
You
I'm
want
about
some
to start
McDonald's?
being, I'm like, we can go back. If I'm a smart ass, is good. I don't want to be that way because I do got respect for you guys and what y'all do. I've said that continuously, but I'm also trying to get the same respect of, I don't feel like it's necessary to continue this charade, so to speak. And it's just pushing me against the people that I care about more because I stood out at a certain point. I don't feel like it's going to create anything good. It's just going to create content. I'm not here to create content. If I was here to
That's what
create
that whole.
content,
Well,
no,
that's
bro,
what you. I thought that's what you do. You do the content on your lives, though.
I do IRL. This is where no one's explained to y'all the difference between what Kick is and YouTube is. Kick is not YouTube in any way, shape, or form. IRL streaming is where you see everything the person's doing during a 10-hour period. Like, it's not like you're doing a show and getting off. That's why I do 90 hours, 80 hours of streaming a week. You can literally go check my analytics. There are channels that put it out because they want to talk about it all the time.
That's probably what caused the man. Did so many lies. You went manic.
No, I just work really hard, bro. I'm a hard worker. I also run. See, it does this.
No,
I'm feeling. Listen,
I
bro.
get
I'm
that.
feeling a
I get
little bit
that.
of a. I feel like it's being a little bit of a joke, and I take my shit very seriously. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but like, I take what I believe very seriously. I take my hard work very seriously. And I also have businesses outside of this. So I'm a grown man that doesn't need to sit and explain myself to people who don't give a not necessarily you, but people in the chat that don't actually give a shit what I have to say. It's a waste of my breath and it's a waste of time.
Yeah, the chat's going in on you, bro.
That's
Holy
fine,
shit.
bro. I don't care. That's the thing. But like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here with a silent panel and get beat up. So with respect, I appreciate you. If you want to talk offline, I'll be more than glad to speak with you. If you wanted to come back and say whatever you want to afterwards, that's your choice. But I'm not gonna sit up here and disrespect people I care about, nor am I gonna continue to cause more drama for myself for no reason whatsoever for other people to benefit off of it. I'm just not going to do it. Because if you know anything about Kick, clicks and views don't matter. That's not how it works over here. It's interaction with your crowd. It's the only way you make money over here. Clicks and views don't mean shit.
Dude, I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to be. I'm not trying to beef. We're just trying to
Nobody,
get. There's
body.
just
I'm not
questions
trying
that
to
we want to
talk.
ask. You just did one of the big. In my opinion, maybe I'm not into the Sebastian Rogers case like that. But from my opinion, this is literally the biggest bombshell in a minute since we got the freaking footage of the Miss Proudfoot in the restaurant when Dog the Bounty Hunter put it out. In my opinion, so that's why these questions are important, bro.
They might be important, but they're not going to do anything but give people more shit to come at me about. All right. And here's the thing, if you think that I'm not standing, I've got some of my support still, right? They're obviously over here. But I'm watching so many of my own people in your chat going against me that they don't even agree with what I'm doing. I'm still going to stand on what I said. Like I said before, should I then everybody's like, then shut the fuck up. Cool. I will. I can find myself off the stage. Not a big deal. I was asked to come over. So, like I said, I don't owe anybody anything except Sebastian. Should I have said it differently? Yes. Was I tired of holding that shit in when I thought it was some real weird shit? Yes. That's it. Was I aware that it could be channel suicide if I did it? Yeah, I do. But in the end, maybe it'll be something, maybe it won't. But my soul was a little bit more cleansed by it. And I think it's funny that it was said that the parents acted like it wasn't true and it didn't happen, and no one's paying attention to that, right? No one's paying attention to that. They play out lied on the panel that it didn't happen. And there wasn't a code word when there absolutely was.
One last question.
Yeah.
If we're all hoping that this is like what everyone's hoping, and this would be like the fairy tale ending. If Sebastian comes back when he's 18 years old, you think he would be happy with the stuff that you put out?
I think what I put out would be the least of the things he was worried about that people have said, including his own parents and his own dad, who described his essay in detail on a panel. So no, I don't think it's the worst thing that's been put out. Like the same way as his father acted like he was jerking himself on a panel and thought it was funny. No, I don't think it's the worst thing that put out. Although, unfortunately, it does, I don't know. Nothing I say is going to help. That really and truly. People have had a lot of questions. Everybody's mumbled under the scenes. And then all of a sudden they act like, oh my God, I can't believe this. Miss me with all that bullshit because half the fucking creators knew, half the fucking audiences knew about it. They just hadn't talked about it out in public. And that's just the simple truth. So I'll keep taking all the heat. I appreciate you having me up here. Y'all use me to hate me. I have no problem with that. Don't give a damn. Y'all keep saying it doesn't help anything, so why? But yet, what are y'all doing? What the fuck are y'all doing?
That's a good question. Why is the searching stopped?
Well, you don't search for something that's not missing, and I'll leave it at that. I appreciate y'all.
See, that's the stuff that I'm gonna cover. Like, you can't say stuff like that and then expect me not wanting to know more. So he wasn't supposed to say the stuff, Cletus, right? But he did. Now we're in a position where if we don't cover it, we're not doing our jobs.
Well, I don't know. 2.5 years ago, I could see where you're coming from. I'm just being honest, right? But being in a situation, right, and actually going out, spending a lot of time actually searching, working with somebody that actually knows what the hell they're doing, right? They're they're a PI and a search and rescue person, right? You sort of get a different perspective of things. And I don't know, it's a catch-22, and I hear arguments for both sides on, anytime talking about a missing child, regardless of what the context is, it's spreading his name, and his name's getting out there. And I get that aspect, but I also look at it like, if you're really trying to do something, I don't know that that really helps. And I do know that it hurts people. You know what I mean? But I did have a question for you. You said, if you don't mind me asking, you said that this is the biggest thing that's come out since the photo of the mom at the restaurant. And why out of curiosity, why do you feel like that was such a big thing?
Okay, so we got some. So when we were covering it, it was the body language. I know that she was trying to find a waitress, but it was, you know what it was? And now looking back in hindsight, Dog the Bounty Hunter did some shady ass fucking shit. He made, because look, when you're not in the case like y'all, and then you got a big channel like Dog the Bounty Hunter that posts that, right? In the way that he made it seem like that was the last time we seen Sebastian, and then walking to the car, and I forget something
Oh,
happened.
you're talking about the Texas Roadhouse footage.
Yeah,
I,
Texas
I,
Roadhouse.
I got you.
Yeah.
And that I can agree with that was big and it was important, right? Because it does show him, and I get that. I misunderstood what you were saying.
And
Yeah, it's go
I,
ahead, Crimson.
I was gonna say I sent you an email, actually 2 emails. One is of something that you probably haven't seen before. And I don't know that really it was covered because most of YouTube had walked away from covering Sebastian and talking about Sebastian because of the C&Ds, the RICO, the lawsuits, the threats. And so, I think that is important to say. I also want to say that just because parents aren't out there necessarily searching in public doesn't mean that there aren't things that are going on or that they're having people attempt to do behind the scenes. And what I sent you is evidence of that. So I think that's actually what I sent you, which would be.
I don't want to be as deep as you are in this wormhole, Crimson. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. No,
No,
last time you were up here, you brought some good information too. We were definitely intrigued by what you're saying. I did. You and Truth have a beef going on. That's why I was trying to avoid that confrontation there.
Oh, I mean, he has a problem with people that have different, like, it's his way or kind of the highway, and so that's unfortunate.
Well, I was trying to get him to take some accountability for the Proudfoot comment. I think at the end of the day, you have to. If he says the delivery was wrong, I should have got really more deep on that. Like, well, how can he change that delivery? Because he needs, dude. The Proudfoots now are in a weird situation. They're in a weird that now who they're not going to trust anybody no more. Is basically what I'm trying to say. Like, he fucked up a lot of stuff for if people that are talking to them, they're probably not going to trust you as much with information now that this is kind of similar to other cases. This happens all the time. Like the YouTuber. This is what AS was trying to do. Maybe this is what Truth's whole plan was to begin with. Like this is what AS was trying to do with the fucking Stern shit, but she couldn't.
I can
She
tell
ended
you
up falling
this
in
much.
love.
I can tell you this much.
Allegedly.
We worked with Steve Fisher when he was here. Every single thing that he asked for from the Proudfoots was given over without a question within minutes of him asking for it. And I get a lot of crap because I don't treat Chris and Katie like, on Seth's side, right? Like, I go get my nails and my hair done with Katie because God forbid she could still be human. You know what I mean? But I can tell you this, if they do have something to hide, I don't think that it would be a very smart move for them to hire a private investigator. And I'm talking about sensitive information, right? That he's asked for, no problem.
Correct.
Interesting. Go ahead, Cletus. You had something to say?
I don't even remember what I was gonna say.
You're like me, dude. I'm the same way. Pino, I let Pino talk, and then I wouldn't remember what I was going to say next time.
Yeah, I lock in on whatever somebody's talking about, and I'll lose my train of thought.
And your own.
Well, that too.
Did you hear some of the stuff Truth was saying? He was actually really like anything bad to say about you, Cletus, right there when he was on the panel.
No, I mean, Truth is a friend of mine, right? We've been friends for quite a long time, and I'm not going to sit up here and badmouth him. I mean, he and I will work our differences out offline. It is what it is.
To say that they did not hire SF is actually not true. They did hire SF. But the contract is not with the Proudfoots and SF. It's with, as Sebastian's legal guardian, SF is hired on Sebastian's behalf.
Is this the same SF?
Steve
I
Fisher
believe
with
that's
D4VD.
yeah, but okay, that blew him up, right?
No, I mean, he was, there were other cases that he's worked before. I know last time y'all were mentioning like Kylie Rodney, that was kind of a controversial. Like he actually found someone that had been missing for like 10 years, doing some
so he's legit. He's not like JLR.
Yeah.
This guy, he's legit.
Yes,
And
yes.
he's working for the family of Celeste in the David case.
He's working for the owner of the D4VD
Oh.
house that was rented out. Yeah.
Oh, the renters of the house. Okay.
The owners of the house.
The owners.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
And he uncovered a ton of stuff and has like it all chronicled, like all in like chronological order, color coded and everything. Like, uncovered a ton of stuff in the D4VD case, and I think was very instrumental in pushing to get, that case kind of brought to where it is now. He actually had a plan. He actually was scheduled to come out here. Nashville had an ice storm, but he was scheduled to come back out here and search again. And then the ice storm prevented him from coming out, and then D4VD kind of picked back up. But
yeah, he came here twice.
And then he also was here another time for Riley Strain, but also went and did some stuff as well related to Sebastian. That people didn't know about until I guess now.
How do you feel about the stuff that Truth, all the information that came out recently? I don't think you were on the live before he said that, right? That was you were last time you were on the YouTube streets was
I was up
before he said that.
first night. It doesn't do anything in terms of finding Sebastian. It's stuff that, I mean, what more like, as someone, what about it gave, like, since you haven't been following the case, do you feel like you learned anything that would help you get any further?
No, I don't agree with help us find them, but it's like stuff that it feels like I shouldn't have known it. Like I'm feeling like it's almost like you ever listen to something like or like a jail call, and when we're listening to jail calls, I'm like, dang, I feel like I shouldn't even be listening to this. It's almost the same thing with Truth when he came out with it. I'm like, holy crap, this is like real. It's just feel like inside information that shouldn't have been out to the public, and now we're here.
Right.
Yeah, and that's where I think, I mean, a lot of people are in their feelings about it, right? But one way or the other. And it is what it is. I mean, the box is open, you can't close it.
Right.
But I could, the first thing that goes through my mind is, does it move the needle? And at the end of the day, it's in my mind, when I try to think about it with emotions out of the picture, it's a situation of, we're not law enforcement, and any implication that could be taken from anything that was said is something that's strictly up to law enforcement to deal with. And if it's been given to law enforcement, then why do we need to know?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, all we're going to do is beat the hell out of each other or the parents, or, go further with it than that in terms of discussion and theories and people spinning things into facts and claiming things that are fact and running with it. And then you get a big channel that picks that up, and now look what's happened, right?
Well, that's why I sent him what I did, like plug what I did, because that's something that when it came out, that's something, one, I think Katie and Chris were getting railroaded because people were saying they're not doing anything. They're not doing anything. Like, we didn't see anything. And I'll say this, like, remember the second time we went out searching, we could see that the markers were different on the the ties around. Like, we noticed that the markers were different, right? In that winter search versus the September search.
Yeah, where they had been back out.
Right. So where Ellie had clearly been back out in the woods searching. So to say that Ellie isn't doing anything would have been wrong at that time. But that was the narrative and the assumption that was being pushed at the time was Ellie isn't doing anything. It's only, one part-time deputy. Right.
Well, do you think one of the things that I've thought about is it's a situation where take whatever your feelings are about their ways or who they are or what their involvement is. I think the parents have come out and drawn a lot of attention to the case, and law enforcement hasn't really had much to say. And I think that's added to a lot of the speculation personally.
Sounds like Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is my one thing though. I question the timing of Truth's. I call it a manic episode. I know he's going to get upset about it, but it is what it is. The timing, right? So we didn't know. I don't know who Truth is. I've seen him around a couple times. The AS stuff pops off. The one of the first lives I watch of him is this. So it's like now people are like, man, why are you going to cover this? This is like the first thing I've seen from him, and it's like, and everyone, has he ever done this before? Which is like information coming from a major true crime case's parents, allegedly.
Well, he's never done true crime. Before, he used to always speak in riddles, right? And put these, like, I felt like he would put these hypotheticals out or guise things as being like, it would leave the people, the audience, like, questioning with more questions than they had answers, right? Like, I didn't really see how it was kind of like, it was under the guise of like, I'm trying to get you to think outside of the box. And I think it left a lot of people freaking confused. For example, I know someone that sent him a photo because of Seth had come out and done an interview. And so that caused them to go and look up, a place where gaming competitions were taken or were happening in Clarksville. And they found what appeared to be a photo of Sebastian. And that turned into a speculation, rumors, let's put this out. Like, it really didn't do anything to talk about Sebastian or to bring it back to the facts of the case. I think that's where.
And just to let y'all know, he's going to eventually say everything he does know that he didn't let out, because this is he's already opened Pandora's box, and he's going to get to a situation where he's just going to, and I don't know if he's reacting to this right now, but in my opinion, I feel like he is going to spill the beans on everything he knows, and it's going to be sooner than later.
I mean, but that,
unless the medication's working.
Huh.
He says he's on a new medication that might be helping him.
And I've got a oceanfront property in Idaho, but yeah,
hold on. How you gonna compare that to that? It's easy to get prescribed medication. Come on now.
Because that's about how much I'm buying with that excuse.
Interesting.
And yeah, I had just as much as the oceanfront property. But I mean, like, if we want to like get, the thing is, I think, is now trying to mitigate damages and get it back to Sebastian. And you know, I think one of the things that was interesting one night, I will say this was while we were covering, like we were watching something on Truth. He was showing when the Turpin children. Do you remember the Turpin case?
Yeah, it's very similar to the Snyder case.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Turpin children, there was a at 12:08, like there was a 12:18 shadowy figure that was seen in the neighborhood walking. Like, I mean, I know this surveillance. Clue and Cletus can talk about this, about how many times it took to like.
Yeah, and Clue and Cletus can also tell you that 1218 person is no one. It's the neighbor walking his dog.
Well, there was also someone at a different time, not the 1218 person. There was also a different a different time. The neighbor walking their dog was not 1218.
It's a neighbor. He had a new puppy. He had to take his dog out quite a few times in the night.
That was his house, but that that he passed in front of, but that was not the same time. There was another that neighbor was at 1217, or not 1217. I can go back and get the exact time of it, but there were two people that were observed going in, but the 1218 figure was I think that here's the thing that happened after the 1218 figure came out, right? Is that there was a change in the verbiage too, because they went and changed the date that Sebastian was last seen on the official flyer.
Okay, I remember hearing about that. Okay. Yeah.
And that was sparked, in my opinion, that was sparked by the 1218 footage.
Which has always been so weird to me, because I went back and looked at a bunch of missing flyers, and 9 times out of 10, they will say on them from their home, last seen at home. I just have always found it really weird that it says in the area of Stafford Court. Like,
correct.
What do you mean? Like, why not just say at home?
Because I think that's I think,
and it couldn't have been after midnight, because it wouldn't be the 25th.
And that's why I'm saying I think that they went and because the date change,
right?
Because there was some, I think that caused that 1218 figure raised some questions.
Well, then it would have been after midnight.
Hold on, listen, let me finish. About who that could have been. I think that they originally believed that maybe that was Sebastian, and then they went back and thought maybe it's not Sebastian. Because I think it's also important, I think it's also important to talk about the bloodhound, the dogs there. There was a big controversy, did the dogs track, did they not track? And
well, that's why I get so frustrated, because I distinctly remember meeting Seth in the construction site, and he absolutely said the dog tracked. He walked the track, and then months later he comes out and says the dogs never had a scent. Well, did you lie to us that day? Why would you lie? You literally said that you walked the path the dog tracked.
But in fairness, there were also multiple dogs, so we don't know that he necessarily lied. It may just be
but if he's saying that there was no path,
that's what he said.
That's a lie.
No dogs, no scent of him anywhere, is what the man said.
Right.
And it's like, what do you mean? You told us that you walked the path that the dog tracked. You literally told us that.
Yes, 12, 12, 12, 17, and 12. Yeah. Like there were, yeah, Claudia. That sounds right. The thing too, plug, is I did a video with Michelle after dark, where she went over that because she's really good with dogs too. But originally SF had come out and thought that we know that the first dog, the one that's heard jumping into the retention pond, right? Which remind me to go back to the shoe thing. But we hear about the dog jumping into the retention pond before 8, okay? And that goes back to on the dispatch audio, you can hear where they talk about a footprint and a shoe print. And when Katie was asked, all she could do was law enforcement was very specific in saying all of the shoes had been accounted for. However, I don't think that means necessarily that we have to assume, or even that law enforcement is assuming, that Sebastian left barefoot. I think that it's very possible that he could have had a pair of shoes that she wasn't aware of that he would put on because they're very particular about, how they keep their home and stuff. And if you're sneaking out at night or, and your mom don't want your mom to know about it, then you may have a pair of shoes that she doesn't know about stashed away.
So now I get what you're saying too, with Clue being there on the front line with Seth and seeing the behavior, and then seeing like catching him in your perspective, like, I don't know necessarily a lie, but maybe I don't know, but the way that you're there, that makes it, yeah, you got your own perspective. You're there. So yeah, I get it. I get what y'all are saying. We're like, oh, we were, you're on the front line. You guys, stuff wasn't adding up to you.
Well, go ahead, Clay. Sorry.
It just doesn't like hit. I don't know. There's just, I don't get that, right? Like he was so sure that, like, I'm telling you, like the way he described it, he literally was like, the dog tracked, da 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 da. I went and walked the path that the dog tracked.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see him on interviews later where he's like, oh, I think Katie poisoned him. Right. And it's like, there was no scent from the dog. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. What? Like, what happened? Because you said you took off in the woods. You walked all through the woods where the dog walked on his scent. So I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I have footage too. I mean, let me find where actually Michelle After Dark went over this footage too, because at 8:30 was when the first dog was a live tracking dog, right? So that's following like ground disturbance. And Michelle does a great job of explaining this. She probably would not care if you played her video. But the other thing is important to know is at 8:30 is when the first scented dog arrives on scene. And so originally we had thought it was a lot later in that afternoon, the first afternoon that he was reported missing, and which would have given more time for, the comings and goings to maybe disrupted stuff. But at 8:30, you can clearly see that dog taking the exact same path. The scented bloodhound taking that exact same path. And also heading off towards the retention pond. And I think that that's really interesting also, given in light of this April report that was done with the SF did with the cadaver dogs that I sent to your email. Michelle After Dark also covered that in detail. Because there were some hits with that cadaver dog, and it raised some very interesting questions, and there was law enforcement also was involved because it involved the dam as well. And I think honestly that those are the important things to focus on.
Hey,
And
I like how determined you are. That's good. Were you out there searching for him?
yes.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
And I mean, there are people in this chat that have spent hours and hours, and I mean, we, you know, still going like combing through old stuff about Sebastian.
Was Elevated Truth out there too?
No,
No.
Never searched.
Whoa, Elevated Truth. Wait a minute. Hold up. Back to the congregation, Elevated Truth. Oh no, he wasn't out there.
Well, hold on. Right.
He never said he searched.
Yeah, I don't know that he has ever stated that he searched it. I mean, but he and I have spent, have spent, God knows how many hours talking through this case and every possible theory, every possible speculation, every possibility, trying to come up with anything to help. Right. So I'm not going to, I will not let it be said that he hasn't really been
Help the
dedicated
case.
and helped.
Well, the
He
other night he kind of
absolutely
fucked the
has.
case up, though. Would you agree?
Well,
What now?
I was gonna say that, and then we need to jump so we can go to bed. But I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, I'm getting everybody in the hot seat tonight. I'm just playing, but no,
Oh,
he's
don't put me in the hot
yeah,
seat.
go
Look,
ahead.
I'm gonna say it like this, and this is where I stand. I would really hate to think that I was any part of any wrongdoing to where parents of a missing child felt like they couldn't even come to a safe place to talk to people and have awareness spread for their child. I think if you are going to have a private conversation with parents of a missing child, if you already know, because I've already seen comments now that is one that's really kind of ticked me off that said, I see you, Joanne, by the way, don't come back in my chat. But I saw you say that Cletus has no balls. Let me tell you what a man with balls does. A man with balls can have conversations and not be so weak that they fall under pressure and have to come and out everything on the internet. That's a man with balls. I think you're confused, just like a lot of other women I see on this app, as to what a real man is. If you can't handle information and not shut your fucking pie hole, this ain't the genre for you. True crime, we say it all the time, ain't pretty. It's
Yeah,
not
because
a pretty thing.
the character of Sebastian was never supposed to be something that would be
Correct.
highlighted why we're trying to why he's getting searched for. I don't under. That's the one thing I wanted to touch with Truth on respectfully was just don't paint. Why paint Sebastian out to be the? He's not. He's the victim.
Right.
Well, and you know,
Right.
In every way. Even if he ran away, guess what? He's still a victim. If he was abducted, he's still a victim. He's a child. When he went missing, he was 15, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I do not find anything honorable or ball sack worthy of what was done last week. We sat here, we have information. I'll put it to you this way. All right. You want to talk about clicks, views, money, right? You want to talk about this? Let's have this conversation. The very first time that I stood face to face with Seth Rogers, he told me about Sebastian's unfortunate experience. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yep.
It didn't come to the internet.
Oh, okay. Why did he do that the first day?
well, so I mean, you know, my take on things is just my experience. I mean, he's the father of a missing child. Let's go on the neutral side of things, right? He's the father of a missing child. He's pissed at the mother because the child's missing. I think anybody reasonable could understand that outrage, right? And he's running his mouth. I don't think many people would say that he's necessarily mature at all times, and you can attribute it some of it to that.
I thought
Everything
he
else
handles
is
himself decently against, or not against, but when he went on Truth's panel.
You said he handled himself decently up there.
In my opinion, I feel
Oh,
like
I
in
agree.
other times I wasn't fond of the Christmas stream that he did last year. I feel like
Yeah,
it was grifting in a way, and then the GoFundMe thing that we talked about earlier too. It's just there was
right.
a lot.
There is a lot, and I will say, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and I've said this from the beginning. I know that it seems crazy to sue like the police department and stuff. If my child were missing and I felt like you weren't doing anything to find them, I would be breaking through the security at the White House.
But what is he doing to find, like,
What's he gonna do? Honestly, we watched Crabtree go wander aimlessly in the woods for an entire summer.
yeah, and I mean
right.
What's he gonna do?
well,
But I'm saying, standing at the sheriff's department yelling, "Is Sebastian under your desk?" definitely isn't going to make any headway with law enforcement.
no, but I mean playing devil's advocate, playing devil's advocate, right? Does it bring attention to his son?
100%.
I don't agree with it either, right? I think
Right,
it's an
but is it
entire
the
shit
right
show.
kind of it? Is it the right people wanting to, like? Do you get what I'm saying? Is it the people, like
I know what you're saying, and I mean
that are covering it for the right reason?
here's that conundrum though, right? And this is what I was saying earlier. Who's to say what's the right attention? If somebody gets inspired to search because they watch a live stream and they watch what Truth said, is that a bad thing? No, that's not a bad thing. There are other implications with everything that's said on the internet though, right? So it's not that it couldn't help somebody get inspired, but in terms of looking at it, does it move the case forward online? Stuff like that. No. Does it move the case forward online of Seth standing outside of the Sumner County Sheriff's Department saying crazy shit to the sheriff? No, I don't think so. Could somebody get inspired to get up and go search? Yeah. Does that help? Who knows, right? So I mean, it's a real messed up situation. And I am not an advocate of Seth, right? Like I can't stand the dude. But like I've said, if he came and said, I want to go search, I'd be there.
Same for, same for me. I just, I found that the searches that he organized early on were photo ops.
I can't argue that either. Sorry.
And, and it was all, that's what I'm saying is like, I think he did more harm than it was all about attention. And,
well, you have two polar opposite sets of parental units. One does want to be in front of the camera every time, right? And I can tell you that Chris Proudfoot has walked his ass through the woods. Wasn't no camera there.
Well, that's not exactly true.
Well, let's see. You can go deeper than this. Does the Proudfoots don't have a channel?
That's true.
But playing devil's advocate, right? A lot of people side eye that. I side eye that, right? I've talked shit about that. But on the other hand, it is it spreading awareness, right? Like, I mean, I can tell you, I turn on YouTube and see his live. I see Sebastian's face out there. So it's, I don't know.
I have noticed, I will say this for Seth. I've never been a huge whatever of Seth, but I will say, since Tony has departed, I have noticed that I've seen him out there seeming to, talk about Sebastian more.
I said that too, but then they told me it was not exactly that way. But I also haven't watched the last few times he's been live. But I do want to reiterate, I absolutely believe what was done last week is an actual travesty. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Talking about personal things with Sebastian and treating Sebastian like he's already deceased and never coming home is crazy. And I don't think that's the right way to do it. I'm sorry, but I don't. I don't know what the goal was. I don't know what the point was. I do know it's not something that I think should have been done ever.
Yeah, I mean, it caused a lot of confusion because I literally heard, you know, the theory of him like Sebastian walking out the front door, you know, and going across the road and then going up like the hill, you know, that would be much easier. And then the next thing where the theory that I'm hearing is, you know, what the other one that of like the sounds and trash trucks and stuff. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like,
I
those
just think it's arrogant. I'm sorry. It's just an arrogant thing.
And
You
then
think that everything you just you talk about, like if it is whatever, you think law enforcement doesn't have it, like get the fuck out of here, bro. I'm sorry. I'm still like I don't even I talked about it a little bit, but it angers me. It literally infuriates me.
Let
Treat
me answer this.
Sebastian with some fucking respect.
So
Right.
this person says everyone has a channel. Your account is on. Listen, I'm not saying. Of course, everyone has a dang account. I'm talking about you follow the money. Who has made the most money off the Sebastian Rogers case? I know Betty has made money, but Seth Rogers has made a lot of money. Now, has the Proudfoots made a lot of money? See, that's one angle that I come from, and I'm split down the middle on this of feeling bad
Have
for
they
both
made money?
families, and
No,
I feel like they both have done wrong too.
No,
Yeah, go
they're
ahead.
out money.
they're out money. They're being sued too, on top of it.
Exactly. That's proving my point. That's what I'm trying to tell this person. It's not about they don't have they don't have a channel like Seth Rogers has a channel. He has an actual channel that he makes money, gets donations off of, and he had another guy go live with him on there one time.
That Tony.
Tony Mathis, right? That dude.
Yeah, that one.
That dude don't know his ass from his elbow, but y'all know
Well,
what I mean.
he's deceased now.
That's
Oh,
why.
he passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. to Tony Mathis. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that comment.
Oh, we
No,
agree with you, but
yeah.
just
I
let you
mean,
know.
Oh man, I
that's
didn't know
why I
he
think
passed away. God bless the
That's why
dead.
I think that Sebastian's case is at least Seth has been talking more about Sebastian, honestly, because that all he did was literally threaten people with lawsuits, muddy the waters. I mean, it was not good.
What I
Nothing.
look at, I'm gonna tell you this, and you tell me if you agree or not. The video that Tony allegedly passed around, which I do know it exists because I
he
got it.
passed it around. Yeah,
That's no different than what was done last week.
I agree.
Dude, y'all not lying. He did pass. Holy crap! I'm looking it up right
Yeah.
now. This this would have been that. This didn't even get. Why is none of this stuff getting? What happened to this case?
This was talked about. Tony's passing was definitely talked about.
I know you guys talk. I know you guys all talk about it, right? But outside of your community, did it get talked about?
No.
Well, I will say he was trying to get on another case too.
Yeah.
And I found out about that, the Harley Morris case. I found out about that and called that shit out real quick. And next thing I know, he was, running in the other direction. Thank goodness, because I'm like, he also had tried to get in on Idaho. But
Today, Junior. Today. No, I'm just playing. But anyways, no. Listen, I appreciate you guys. I know Klubenot. I know y'all trying to get to bed over there, Cletus. I appreciate y'all coming up. Thank y'all.
No, if you want to talk, about Sebastian sometime, reply to my email plug, and I can send you some other stuff too.
You ain't can talk to you till 6 o'clock Saturday afternoon constantly.
About Sebastian too. I mean, shoot. Like,
All right, I'm gonna drop. Thanks for having us,
all
boys.
right.
Crimson Tide, I could already tell you think Richard Allen's innocent. I could already tell. Just go ahead and spill your shit. Go ahead and say it.
Richard oh, Delphi? Okay. Well, here's
I
the
already knew it. I fucking know. Go ahead. I'll mute up. Oh my god.
I think that it comes back to reasonable doubt. Beyond a reasonable doubt, I don't think that that's where the American justice system and
What about Ron? What about the neighbor? What's his name? Ron? What? I forget his last name.
oh crap. Now that you said it, I'm like gonna
Well, that dude. That dude was he was out there. But let's just go by the bridge guy. The bridge guy doesn't look like the neighbor, right? The proper on the property line. It looks like Richard Allen in my opinion.
Ron Logan. There we go, buddy. Yeah,
Yeah, Ron Logan. Yeah.
But at the same time, like, how reliable are, like, if you do what you did, like, to anybody, right? You put them in the hole, like the way that they did for Richard Allen. Like, I mean, you're gonna have problems. Let's not even talk about the psychologist, that's in the Facebook groups. And I mean, it's just I don't,
Yeah, this is my thing, right? And I know that a lot of people in the chat are probably gonna disagree because they say some people are like, oh, a confession don't matter. Listen, when it comes to at least in the streets and as a civilian, I don't go into conspiracy mode with that shit. I don't go to ultra mind control, which we know ultra mind control was a real thing, but not with Richard Allen to go murder 2 little girls. Let's get to the facts. And he confessed to this. Same thing with Koberger. Koberger confessed. You could think he could have had help or whatever, but at the end of the day, Koberger would have ratted whoever helped Koberger out. He would have ratted him out.
here's the
I
thing.
knew it. You're not a pro burger, are you?
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
okay.
Not
All
at all. Here's what I come down to, though. Like with Richard Allen, is I come down to the credibility of someone's confessions. Like, false confessions are real. Let me go. Like, shit. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, okay. Example, happened, and I'm trying to think of his attorney. It's on Netflix. Ryan, crap. But like, false confession. Like there are false confessions that do happen, and especially like when you are in ad sec. Ryan Ferguson, thank God. Okay, I finally remembered it. Ryan Ferguson. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that case, but if you're not, it's a wrongful conviction case that got me like really thinking when it comes to the burden of proof that the burden of proof that the prosecution has. And I think that when anyone spends as much time in the hole as he has, you're gonna go absolutely crazy. And how reliable is that at that point? I think that there's
we know
reason doubt. I'm
we've
not
had.
saying,
I've interviewed people that have been in the hole for a long time. They're not going to confess to murdering 2 children. Let me address this comment real quick too before. Pro burgers are weird as fuck. He's guilty, but he hasn't confessed. Let me change up what I said. He pled guilty and he admitted to the murders. Like he admitted he admitted guilt to the murder. So at the end of the day, and he's trying to get a reverse. It's not going to happen. Proberger's cooked. Koberger's straight cooked, but he is getting a lot of money. So another thing too, people are writing Koberger, and his mom and his family are putting a lot of money on his books. He's got a lot of money on his books.
I mean, I definitely I can't get down with the pro burgers at all.
Well, and his motion is going to get denied because he put a false. He put in there that the hair didn't have they couldn't find DNA on one some hair in someone's hand. I think Ethan's maybe, which ended up not being true. They ended up identifying that hair. So he put he and Taylor fucked him up. And Taylor gassed him up, and they that's what. Okay, so Ann Taylor's been talking to him. That's the jail calls we need. We need the Ann Taylor, Brian Koberger jail calls.
I'd be interested. What do you think about that? I mean, didn't look into. I know somebody like Brian Inton had the wireless specialist, right? That was going to testify for the defense. That talked to the Goncalves family.
Oh yeah, Brian Inton has done some good
and then
work.
I heard he didn't like that. There's more to that expert to look into, like some of the stuff that I don't know. I haven't looked into it all the way, but I thought it.
Well, this is what Brian Inton did. So before he interviewed that guy, he actually interviewed a husband and wife combo that worked for the prosecution, and they were kind of alluding to a lot of the same stuff. And that was months prior. So I'm trying to think of when it was. This case is so spread out, you would have to go look. But yeah, no, it's crazy. And salute to everybody in the building. I'm wrapping up. I gotta wake up and take the kids to school and go to work. But we're gonna be live. I think Pino's going live tomorrow night. If not, the streets will. We'll keep it going. Hey, Crimson Life, you got some good conspiracies, but
Hey,
I'm trying. What about Wade? What do you know about Wade Wilson?
Hey, okay, funny story. I'll let you go on this. Okay, so I was doing. Come from TikTok, and I have this thing called the Hill, and I'm like, it's a picture just of a random ass hill. And one night, you know we had a bunch of the Wade wives come in there because Tommy.
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah, Tommy
Okay.
came into the live. And
I interviewed him.
I'm like, I'm getting trolled right now. And then Mia comes in there and like a bunch of the other, like this is while the trial is like going on too. And I'm like, I feel like I'm like being trolled. And we had like a really cool, good conversation with them. But until the Wade wives came in and started like going psycho. But
You should hear their conspiracy theories of why Wade Wilson's innocent. But you know what's crazy about the Wade Wilson case? There is one thing that popped up. So after the crimes happened, a neighbor allegedly seen Wade Wilson running with a blonde haired girl, right? And she went and told the police that and wrote a statement on this and everything that Wade Wilson, in between the murders, was running. Now that conspiracy, and she could have did it for clout, but what happened was now people are blaming Mila, saying that she was running with Wade to commit crimes, which is not true.
yeah. Who was her friend that has? I haven't talked to her in a while. Oh crap, her friend that testified to a trial. She has like the crazy last name.
Yeah. So her friend that worked at the massage.
She was up there too. Yeah, she was.
So her building burned down, right? Or no. Wait a minute. So that happened prior. Something happened recently with her business again, if I'm not mistaken. Anybody that knows the Wade case will be able to tell me in the chat. But
that was one live where I was like, yeah, I don't know. It turned into a really good conversation about the case.
yeah, I didn't cover too deep on the Adelsons, but
Adelson, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't cover, but RP to Dan, man. That's shout out to Florida State too. And the Latin Kings are involved with that whole thing.
Yeah, Mila's caught fire.
Yeah, Mila's a victim, and they Wade wives treated her like crap.
Oh yeah, they were. I agree. They were vicious.
What about another case that's similar to with the Sebastian Rogers is the Jack and Lily case, right?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't gotten nowhere on that either.
I'll have to I followed Michelle After. Have you ever followed Michelle After Dark?
Sounds really familiar.
She also has another channel, Michelle Walks. For true crime, I love her. I love Grizzly too. But she's done a lot on like Lily and Jack. She's done a ton on Sebastian Rogers. She's got a whole playlist. Anytime there's something new coming up, but like Summer Wells is another one. You know, there's
Yeah, I watch White Boy Lockdown Radio on Summer Wells.
yeah. There's something that went on in Nashville regarding Connor Anderson, a tourist from out of town who, you know, a lot of us people that are here in Nashville think that go back to thinking it was homicide. It was, foul play was involved because Metro Nashville Police Department were like quick to automatically jump to, oh, no foul play. He just happened to be found in a suspicious area of town in the woodlines by a private investigator. And I mean, it hits home because a lot of that goes back to they bring up a lot of like other people that have ended up in the Cumberland River that are tourists, and Nashville seems to want to cover up the truth of what's really going on here, which is that tourists are unfortunately being roofied and stuff. And
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask Truth too about that case. I don't know if he
what
because everyone's in Tennessee. It seems like.
Yeah, I'm in Nashville. Like, which case about? Are you talking about Riley, or are you talking about like Connor Anderson?
It's just in general, like with the creators and the Summer Wells is Tennessee as well, right?
Mm-hmm. And Layla Santinello.
What's going on in Tennessee?
Well, I'm willing to talk about that because there's definitely something going on in Tennessee for sure. And that's Layla Santinello is one that SF.
Yeah, never go to listen. As somebody that's from Florida and they've been in New Orleans. Oh man, New Orleans, you dude. One night, a whole bunch of things can happen to you. Do not go into alleys in New Orleans either, and do not take anything from anybody. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking. There's a bunch of different people, like things that I've started following since Riley Strain, in terms of like suspicious people that just went swimming in the Cumberland River, which nobody does, and then they came to resurface later. But that's one thing I'm gonna go into is that the Connor Anderson, because I think there's some very similar parallels there.
I wish all the armchair sleuths would help with the identified bodies. 15,000 on nameless. I have to look that up. I don't know too much about that. Armchair. This is like armchair quarterback. Armchair. True crime armchair.
Yeah.
R.P. Dolly.
Yeah, that Dolly is a legend here in Nashville for sure.
We appreciate you, Miss Crimson Tide.
Yeah, and Krupp, Roll Tide. Like, I don't know what you talking about, that Auburn thing. No, you had some people scared when he was saying War Damn Eagle was back there, because there's this person affiliated with Nick the Hat who is War Damn Eagle, and shit, that would have been a hellfire if you had the two of us up on panel. I'm telling you.
There was somebody backstage named Noel, and then there was
I
Eyes Wide Open, and then no, I'm just playing. That's a troll.
don't know.
No, there was someone named Noel, and that was it. I haven't seen Theo Vaughn around though. That Theo Vaughn looking guy. I would like to get B Tim on. I think he's
Oh, you
very.
want B Thug? You'd have to do it real early, like 5 p.m. Central Standard Time or something.
Oh yeah, he goes to bed. Yeah. I want to get him on. I think the prison dudes want Truth on, but he doesn't want to talk about the prison stuff on here, so ain't gonna get nowhere with that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I hit him with for not knowing as much as little tiny micro details to this stuff. I was hitting him with some good. It got to a point where he wanted to get off the panel. I put him in the hot seat.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it. I can't. I can't. Like, I just don't understand it. Why people would do that. Like, it just doesn't do anything for Sebastian. If that's your goal.
Well, if we're gonna hold people accountable for and ask people to apologize for stuff, I think that warrants some. I think some tour. In my opinion, he could get mad all he wants, but in my opinion, I think he should apologize to the Proudfoots for us not knowing what's going on with the like. At the end of the day, we don't know what happened, so we don't want to be wrong. Like let's just stuff's gonna get solved eventually, right? And this goes for many cases. This goes for Lindsey
Right.
Clancy, and then when we look back in hindsight, the people that were fucking accusing people that end up being not, dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna backfire on you. Your credibility is gonna be gone. That's all I was saying.
The thing is, like, there's no just like there's no handbook for your child going missing. Like, there's also no handbook for how to handle your first true crime case. I know I've made mistakes, or I made decisions that people disagreed with, or had criticism about, and I had to do some self-reflection, and I've tried to make changes in light of that. But I think it's pretty disgusting to be like, fuck them, like, when their child's missing, like, or bring up that, question whether they're being genuine and showing their emotions on someone else's panel, because Katie's very soft spoken. Chris will talk your ear off, like, and the things too, like the thing that was played, I knew exactly what was being played and as like the threat, right? And I knew what the context of that is, and I do want to give that some context, because that was Chris talking about, just 2 weeks ago, I had a picture of Chris and Katie, like, in another state where people are taking photographs of them out and about, like, and people don't understand the amount of, like, death threats that they have gotten and still continue to get to this day. Like, one time I was supposed to go to the salon with Clue and Katie to get our nails done. That was the time, like, someone came up and literally was filming Katie in the nail salon, like walking to the nail salon. And it's like, this is her life every day, is being these random people, and you never know
Did the
what their
Brian
intentions are.
did the dirty or I shouldn't call him that right now. Did Brian? Well, actually, now that we know more now, it's really bad. But did the Laundries deserve all that? I think they did.
Well, there's a difference when you,
There is
like,
a difference. I know. I'm not comparing them to the
yeah,
Proud. Not even comparable. But I'm not saying that. But
yeah,
when it comes to parents in crime, right? The
right,
Laundries crossed the line. They did.
right,
They were holding back shit. They
right,
knew exactly what they basically set up their son to be able to get out of this world easy, commit
right,
suicide.
Right. Well, I mean, who's to say that that was even what is like for what is, you know, that he didn't really feel like backed into a corner and that he wasn't actually gonna actually even do that to begin with, you know? Like, we don't know. But like the thing is, that clip was played, but what it was Chris talking about all these people, you know, sitting behind these anonymous accounts, threatening his wife, threatening his, you know, threatening his mother, threatening, playing like, I mean, threats that like people, I mean, like saying people were calling Kathy, his mom's phone, saying like, if I could have one wish, it would be to watch you die. I mean, like, I have those clips. Like, it was awful stuff. And people have no idea, like, because of her profession too, like her phone number is out there, right? And so like getting those kind of threats is just fucking terrible. This is a like, oh shit, you can't. Hold 1 second.
Hold on, I took you off. I don't know if that was private or what, but I appreciate you coming on. And then we're gonna wrap it up. I'm trying to think of how we're closing it out. Appreciate everybody coming up. New Age Plug, you did it again. It's kind of just a pop-up live. It's supposed to be like a recap of what's going on. I kind of didn't get into a lot of stuff. One of these days we'll do a solo live. We'll really deep. But tonight was great panels. Truth came up. He answered some questions. Some of the questions he kind of teetered around. Didn't answer fully, but listen, he came up. He showed face. Now we got Cletus and Clue came up. We appreciate y'all coming up, helping out. We appreciate all the help you've been doing with the channels. Appreciate everybody in the chat, Darling. Appreciate you. Joshua, Crafton. Appreciate you. Dogs Over Humans. You already know. Thank you all the mods for, I don't even know. Justified. Appreciate you. Sweets. Christina. It was a decent live. I like the conversation. I'm glad there's not a lot of barking like in the prison genre. Like two dudes will come up and just start yelling at each other, talking over each other. Nothing is going nowhere. At least Truth sat and took the questions on. He did want to rage quit at one time, but he didn't. Because he is in a trick bag. At the end of the day, Truth, you're in a trick bag. Because you said you gave the information out in a way that it would help, like it needs to be out. Well, then why are you holding information back? See, now you're in a weird position. I might be capping. If I'm napping, ask Captain Napkin. Like straight up, I think you're in a trick bag, and I think you're gonna have to eventually I think you either have to go to the lane of like apologizing and going back on like a apologizing tour, kind of with the Proudfoots, or you're gonna spill out all the information. Because Truth, you even said this. You're not a half-ass kind of guy. I don't know. Peace.